here. Okay. All right. We're here.
Cool.
All right. So, and can you pan that up just to get the top of his head there?
Oh, my big.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to kind of stand up
All right.
and
You
I'll
all
tell
the
you
way
what,
zoomed
bring
out?
it down just a little bit, zoom it out just a little bit. There we go. All right.
Cool.
Sorry, look at this. I mean, I've got
Man.
I don't even have my ASN shirt on. It's 90 degrees in here right now.
You're
Probably
right there.
about 90.
Right there. Yeah. Right there.
And we got no air conditioning going on, but we've got the play-by-play man from Camden Fairview,
Jacobus?
Jacobus.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Davis.
Davis. Here
Mhm.
we go. And we appreciate him coming on here, Arkansas Sports Network. We are all in one booth. We got PA announcers right over here. We got radio people here, Arkansas Sports Network. We're up here on the backside here, and we're about to call a ball game.
That's about what's about to happen.
Tell us a little bit about them Camden Fairview Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals, we're young, we're rebuilding. We've got a great coach though to do that. Coach Nick Vaughn has done a great job since he's been here, taking us to the state playoffs a couple of years, and I think we'll probably be contenders to get back in that race again.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know that in the 5A South, outside of Parkview,
Right.
y'all been the team. Y'all been right there with them. Faced them up in the semifinals a couple times. Been a roadblock that's been the one y'all haven't been able to get past.
That's the Achilles heel.
But you ain't the only one,
Right.
right?
That's right.
They've been a juggernaut for the last few years. Looked pretty good last night.
Outstanding program.
Looked pretty good last night against Maumelle, 42-7, I think was the final score there. But what you say they got a young team this year? Talk about a little bit about that.
Well, when I say young, we've got pretty much seniors on our defensive side of the football, but as far as time on the field, not a lot of experience on the
Okay.
time on the field. So they're young defensively. Offensively, it's definitely young. We've got young players, sophomores, juniors, and Brody Dow is our quarterback. He's pretty much coming in his first season as a full quarterback, but it's a lot of talent. And Coach Vaughn, I have to say, he thinks he's got a pretty good offensive line, and we can do some things.
Well, when you got an offensive line, that's a big key.
Yeah.
It's a huge key. If you got a good offensive line, you feel like you can do a few things. This game right here, El Dorado here, this is a rivalry about 25 miles apart, something like that. Tell us a little bit about this game.
Well, 30 miles apart, Union County and looking at Ouachita County rival. 7 South Showdown is what has been named, and it's a pretty big game here in the area. The Wildcats, I think, are up on us a game or two, but it's been a pretty close game every time. But tonight, it's going to be pretty close again. The Cardinals probably have the edge on this one. I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals probably about 7 on this one.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to a great game.
Always.
Hey, man, appreciate you for joining us
Thanks,
here.
guys, and I appreciate you guys coming down.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We've got Arkansas Sports Network. We've got to have a video. You got radio here. If you're down in this area, make sure, what is it, the Y, right? Y95.3, is that right?
Y95.
Okay. All right. Well, man, it's great to have you on here, and we're looking forward to a great ball game.
Thanks again. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
Play-by-play man for the Camden Fairview Cardinals. We appreciate him joining us here, and we're going to get right to it. The Ruskin and Zach segment, we're going to bring that in here, and we'll come to that. We've got about 30 minutes to kick off, and we'll come back with that right after this Ruskin and Zach segment. We're talking high school football across the state of Arkansas on ESPN Radio, 95.3, 96.3, 104.3, and 99.5 in Northwest Arkansas. So that being said, appreciate you joining us here, and we're going to go to that segment right now. The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet, or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruskin and Zach.
All right, time on this Football Friday brought to you by Gasano's Pizza. turn our attention to the high school scene. A lot of second games tonight. It's that weird time of year where it's week 1, but it's game 2. It's a whole thing. And, there's a reason for they do it this way, but I don't know why. Anyway, so it's time to talk high school football on this Friday night. Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network is our guest here on Ruskin and Zach. Hello, Brad. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Are we allowed to talk about Joe T. Robinson, or is that have the folks in Little Rock just decided we're going to ignore what happened in week 1?
Good question. I know they were dominant, 53-14.
39. That hasn't happened to PA in forever.
Right. They'd had to have went out of state to probably get that kind of beating, and even at that, I haven't seen anything like that. I remember when Kelly was there. I think they played the team out of Salt Lake City, Utah, got beat pretty good. But in-state, it hasn't happened in years.
Yeah. It's incredible. And credit Joe T. I mean, they're under new leadership over there. Tadascola steps away, and, man, they are they're going to be formidable. But, it's week 1. All these games mean nothing. They're all non-con games. Nothing matters until you get to your first conference game.
Well, they set up for what can happen in the season. And, of course, a game like that for Robinson, I mean, it's got to give them confidence that not only can they win that game, but they can maybe take down Parkview for the 5A championship this year. I mean, they're definitely contenders. Anytime that you can beat a Pulaski Academy team in that manner, I mean, obviously, being a 5A school, they're right there for, obviously, the championship contention.
Brad, any other things that stood out to you from the first weekend of games last week?
Well, one thing that stood out to me was the performance by Enoch Hassan of Greenbrier.
Yeah.
367 total yards and 7 touchdowns in a win versus Warren.
That'll do. Against Warren, that'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the top performances in the state. Greenbrier beating Warren at Warren 57-32. That's a big deal. I mean, I know that Warren is 4A, Greenbrier is 5A, but at the end of the day, it's still a really good win to go down there and win that ball game the way they did. Going into the small school area, we were at Monticello, who I think is a very good football team. Fordyce handled them very easily, 46-18. I think that Fordyce, just looking at them, of course, I've seen one game, so it's pretty hard to just make one rush judgment, but they looked really good on the 3A level.
Yeah, absolutely. What about Fayetteville defeating Cabot as strongly?
Hank Hendricks with, what do you have, 472?
Yeah.
Is that it? Did I see that right?
Yeah. What does this mean that Cabot could be in for a long year, or is just Fayetteville that dominant this year?
I think it might be the latter. I know that a lot of people have been talking about Cabot as having one of their stronger teams in several years, and then they go up to Fayetteville and they get smacked. Fayetteville has got it going up there, and then getting Hendricks in like they did to come in and run that offense definitely didn't hurt them any. So, Fayetteville, Bentonville, probably looking at a showdown there in the 7A West for conference supremacy there, which is obviously not too much of a shocker.
Are we pressing the panic button in Titletown? Greenwood has struggled 2 weeks in a row. They lose to Fayetteville, and then Bentonville West goes down there, gives them a game. And Derek, you were there. They could have won. Bentonville West could have won that game.
Had a go-ahead touchdown wiped off the board on a holding call in the final 2 minutes.
Obviously that's different for Greenwood. I mean, they're not being touched over the last couple years, and so panic button, you won the game, but obviously this is a little different Greenwood team. Now, the thing that you've got to understand, and it's not just Greenwood, it's everybody, is that right now you're not the team that you're going to be at the end of the year. So what does Greenwood look like by week 9, week 8? That's going to be the question there. But can they be beaten this year? Well, I think Bentonville West shown that, yes, they can be. They can be touched.
Yeah.
There's a little tilt between the 6A and the 7A. Little Rock Christian is going to take on Shiloh Christian up here in Springdale. That is a really, really interesting game on a number of different levels because Shiloh is eventually going to make their way into 7A along with PA and Little Rock Christian.
Yes. It's a very interesting game. This series is an interesting series. Shiloh leads that series 5-2. The interesting thing to me that sticks out is that Shiloh quarterback Cole Creighton got hurt twice the last 2 seasons in this ball game. He started as a freshman. He got hurt again last year, both broken collarbones. And so now he comes back again and is ready to take the reins. And so, does he play apprehensive a little bit? That's going to be a question there. Little Rock Christian is always a good football team. They're always going to give you their best. But, boy, coming all the way up to Shiloh, it's going to be a tough one. Little Rock Christian won against El Dorado last week 38-14, and Kemp Keller had 3 touchdown passes in the first half to 3 different wide receivers. They were leading 28-0 at the half. So, Christian is no joke. It's going to be a fun matchup up there in Springdale.
Paragould.
Rams.
You got him. There you go. Brett Caldwell here from the Arkansas Sports Network.
Another one I want to ask you about, and of course it's the Zach Clark portion of the program. But I mean, they're taking on Valley View at home. Valley View is no slouch whatsoever. That is a good football team coming out of the Jonesboro area that a lot of people don't get to see. They're physically sound. They're physical, and they'll give you a game.
Well, really in that Northeast Arkansas area, Valley View is probably the flagship program, and I know that people in Jonesboro will bristle at that. But right now, Valley View is the most successful team up there, and Coach Sean Cockrell does a great job up there. Got that program rolling very well. As promised, I told you that I was going to talk to Zach Clark, and I did talk to Zach on the phone, and he said this is a measuring stick game for those guys. They got beat pretty handily by them last year. He said he thinks that he's got a good football team. He told me he's got a very strong junior class, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So just listening to him, I felt like he felt like they were improved this year, but this is taking my own from this. I think Searcy's going to be good this year, better next year. This is a good game for them. If they can come out with this victory, watch out. I mean, Searcy would be for real.
Yeah, Zach's not one for hyperbole, so if he's telling you he thinks he's got something, he feels pretty good about it.
Yeah, he basically told me that. He said, I don't say this much, but I think he thinks this team's pretty talented at Searcy. So he's got something there. He's got, like I said, a strong junior class, got some sophomores that he mentioned. The funny thing about it is he didn't mention any names, just sophomores, defensive end, sophomore, quarterback, different things of that nature. So I'll have to dig and do a little bit more research. But with that being said, Searcy's a good football team. We've got them as our number 10 team in 5A. They moved into that spot last week, and so we think that they're going to be a team that's going to be right there. Obviously, they've got Little Rock or Robinson in their conference. That's going to be a tough task, but I think that they've really got a chance to finish in a spot to make the playoffs.
Okay, we're talking with Brad Caldwell here from the Arkansas Sports Network. I was looking at a couple of more individual performances that stood out from last week. And what about Wesley Tapp at Conway? 407 yards, 5 total touchdowns for the Wampus Cats last week.
Last year, Tapp actually played a lot, and that was with the Wilson kid that's now at Arkansas. And of course, Wilson got hurt early in the season. Tapp stepped in. Tapp is 6'6" at quarterback, so that's an advantage in itself right there. Yeah, he was 13 of 26. He threw for 3 TDs, and Conway put up 68 last week at Jonesboro. Now they allowed 37, so that's going to be an interesting game when they travel to Bentonville. Bentonville took down Tulsa Union, but is Conway better than Tulsa Union this year? Which is almost blasphemy to even say that, but just reading things that I've read, I feel like that Conway might be a stiffer test.
Okay. It's going to be interesting here the next couple of weeks. I want to ask you about a team I got to see personally, and that was Little Rock Central, a much improved program under fourth-year coach Anthony Robinson. The Anthony Kennedy kid, the defensive tackle, is legit, but his brother, Bryson Kennedy, the quarterback at Central, may be the best player on that team by season's end.
Athletes, athletes and more athletes for Central. When Central's good, it's good for Arkansas. I feel like that they're headed in the right direction. They've been down so bad for so long. But Coach Robinson has done a good job of getting them in there. We know how things go anymore with the transfer, dare I say, the transfer portal.
Yeah.
But, they've benefited from that, and they have gotten some players in there. And as you saw firsthand last week, they have improved greatly. Got a lot of good athletes on the team, and so I really think that they're going to be I won't say necessarily a contender for the conference, but I think that they're going to be a contender for the playoff position for sure down there at Central, which we haven't been able to say that for quite a while.
Their best player may be their running back, Ray Stewart. I know he's on the basketball team, but that young man, you can give him the football and he can get you yards.
Yeah. All right, fellas, we're going to take a break here, and we'll continue. We got more to discuss about high school football with Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll talk about his game tonight. We've got some other games to look ahead to around the state. Can't get to them all, but we'll get to as many as we can here on Ruskin and Zach. Football Friday here on the program is brought to you by Gasano's. Remember Gasano's for your watch party, your tailgate, whatever it is, Gasano'sPizza.com. There's one near you. They're all over Arkansas. Gasano's Pizza bringing you Football Friday here on Ruskin and Zach. Stay where you are. We've got more coming up.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Continuing on this Football Friday with Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network. High school football all around the state tonight. We'll talk about some of those games here as we move forward. Bentonville West takes on Cabot down at Cabot. They've never beaten the Panthers. 0-5 all time, yeah.
Okay.
But I think we learned last night or last week anyway on that in Greenwood that obviously Greenwood's a good team, but Bentonville West's a good football team too. This year, they got a couple of different running backs, so different change of pace, better on the defensive end, and Trey Thompson is a quarterback that a lot of people are sleeping on, but he's quite a talent there for them. So I think it's going to be a close ball game. It was a close ball game last year, guys. Brad, last year Bentonville West lost in overtime to Cabot up in Centerton, so could be another close ball game between those two.
Yeah, I mean, both of them coming off a loss. They're going to want to get back into that win column. I feel like Coach Pratt there does a really good job at West. I know we talked a lot last year about that schedule that they had. Started off 0-5, but there might not have been a better 0-5 high school team in the country. And they were able to bounce back. And, this year, going down to Greenwood and playing them like they did, I think that they've got a real shot to go down to Cabot and play well.
The Cabot team, boy, that's a tough place to play. But you go down there and you put points on the board. Cabot's going to you get beat 66-0. You're stinging, but it'll be interesting. Cabot's a different place to go down and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love their high school football.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. That's one of those towns, man.
They love
everybody loves, but there are certain towns that just
I feel like everybody's staring at you when you walk in there.
The whole thing just stops. Particularly on a home game on a Friday night, the home opener for Cabot. So, yeah, they'll be ready to go. down there in Cabot. Your game tonight, people can watch on the Arkansas Sports Network, Brad. Camden Fairview hosting El Dorado. Again, you were telling us two other teams that started out with a loss last week, so they're both going to be hungry to get that first win.
Yeah, both started off with a loss. A little different for each one of them. Camden Fairview took on the defending 4A state champion, Arkadelphia. Arkadelphia's loaded for bear again this year. Our top team in 4A, but let me tell you, Arkadelphia could play up into the 5A. I don't think there's a lot of, anything to be sad about that loss. It was just a 3-point game. And then, of course, El Dorado took on 7A, Little Rock Christian. And we know what Little Rock Christian brings to the table. And as we talked about before, a very high-powered offense there. 38-14 was that final score. This is an underrated rivalry there between Camden and El Dorado. Really not too far, maybe 25 miles apart. Two teams that are usually loaded with athletes. We usually do a lot of small schools, so this is interesting for us to be able to get down there and do a little bit of a bigger school matchup there. We're looking forward to being at Camden Fairview for the first time.
That is that's a tough place to go in and play. A town that falls in love with their football team. It can be one of those really inhospitable places to go play. Make it really, really difficult on a visiting team.
100%, especially when it's a rivalry game. So we're looking forward to being there. It's going to be a good matchup between the two, and we're really trying to bring you some of the best high school matchups across the state, no matter what size the school is, and we're looking forward to doing another one tonight.
Glen Rose.
Beavers.
I'm going to get you. At some point, I'm going to get you with one of the smaller schools. I promise.
I'm just going to tell you, listen, you're probably going to have to go into 1A basketball to get me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Challenge accepted. I'll do my best on that one. Game that I think Derek and I both have our eye on or will be watching is Conway at Bentonville. This has become a real rivalry. These teams play every year in the non-con, but you've got two teams playing almost at the top of their game right now.
Yeah, this is a really good matchup, and as I said before, could Conway be a tougher matchup than Tulsa Union? I mean, the Conway program, basically right now they're waiting for a state championship. They haven't won one since 1993, and they brought Buck James in to do that. And I think that they're right on the cusp. I can tell you that. I mean, it is right there. They're going to be a team that is going to be formidable. The thing that Conway's got to be able to do is get over the Bryant hump. If they can do that, then they put themselves in a good position. But Bentonville's hanging out there right there as well. Of course, we know that Fayetteville is formidable as well. So you've got those four teams, in my opinion, are the teams that to look out for in the 7A. And this particular matchup, it's going to be interesting to see how the Bentonville defense matches up against the Conway offense that just hung 68 points and had a quarterback that threw for 407 yards. They had three wide receivers that ended up with over 100 yards receiving, and that was Cambrian Blackman, Alex McCrary, and Elijah McCollum. All three of those guys went over 100 yards. So they've got something to contend with there. Great matchup there at Bentonville, and I think it's going to be one of the best, if not the best matchup in the state.
Let's look at some other games here, Brad. Elkins and Dardanelle. Tell us why we've highlighted this game tonight.
Well, these are two of the top programs in the 4A. We actually have Dardanelle at number 2, and we have Elkins at number 4 right now in the 4A. And those two teams met up last year, and Elkins smacked them. They beat them 51-0. But from that point forward, Dardanelle continued to get better and better and better until the fact that they hosted Arkadelphia in the playoffs and really gave Arkadelphia all that they wanted there at Dardanelle in the quarterfinals. And that really was almost a state championship matchup, because if Dardanelle had won that game, they would have ended up in the state title game. And what an interesting matchup that would have been. Elkins has got to come to the River Valley this year and try to pull that win off. This is going to be the first home game for Dardanelle this season, and I think they only played 3 home games last year. So they're looking forward to a great matchup there, and I just think that this is going to be a fun one. Coach Zach Watson there at Elkins does a phenomenal job with that team. He has really lifted that program up to being one of the top in the 4A. So this is going to be the best matchup in 4A, no doubt about it, and really one of the better matchups in the state.
Mount Ida taking on Junction City. I always pick games by who has the best Darriette, and that is without question Mount Ida. So I'm kind of sliding over to the Mount Ida side. But Junction City, that's one of those programs, if they're good, they're really, really good.
Yes, and it does look like they could be bouncing back. And last year, everybody had Junction City as winning the state championship, and they started off slow and then picked it up as the year went on, and they ended up going to Conway Christian. They led that game last year in the semifinals by 2 touchdowns at halftime. Conway Christian was able to come back and win that ball game and ultimately win the state championship. But, man, athletes upon athletes there at Junction City, and when they're in 2A, they really are a team to be reckoned with. They've bounced from 2A to 3A quite a bit. Seems like they have a little more trouble in 3A. But in 2A, they usually are right there at the top, and I look for them to be there again. Mount Ida is a team right now that is at the top of 2A, a team that brings back a lot of starters. They lost their running back Woodfield last year. Ben Woodfield. He was our 2A player of the year last year, but really bring back almost everybody else, and they've got a really good shot at being at the top as well. This could be a state title matchup here early in the season. They're matching up at OBU on a neutral site, and it's going to be a great one to watch.
Perryville.
Mustangs.
All right, Brad, what about Glen Rose taking on Malvern tonight?
Wait, Glen Rose, what a performance they had last week by going up in class and beating Bauxite. I will tell you, there might be a lot of people sleeping on Glen Rose this year. Bring back a lot themselves, and they are a very physical football team. Every year they're going to be physical. And they were able to overcome Bauxite, and I felt like Bauxite really had a chance to be a good team this year. Not to say that they don't now just because of this loss, but I think this is a sneaky good matchup, another 4A7 matchup there for the Glen Rose Beavers. So it's going to be an interesting one. They're just like 10 miles apart, if that, maybe not even that. And I know that this one means a lot to Glen Rose. They haven't won that ball game in a while, so I'm going to be interested to see what happens with that one.
Hot Springs Lakeside's on the road at Sheridan. My ex-wife went to Lakeside, so I'm all in on Sheridan. What do you got on this one?
Oh, that's a great matchup. I mean, you're talking about a Lakeside team that I think people are probably sleeping on a little bit. We've got them at number 5 in our 5A poll, but, man, they really could be a top 3 team there right now. They smacked Lake Hamilton last week. Just really manhandled them. 55-20 was the final score. I'm not sure it was as close as that. And then you've got Sheridan right now. Isaiah Stevens is a kid that Kevin Kelly called the best player he's ever coached. He's got an offer from the University of North Carolina right now, which after Monday night, I don't know if that's really all that important.
No, they need him. They need him today.
They need help.
They need him. They need him for sure. And I'm just totally kidding, by the way, Kevin Kelly, if you're listening. With that said, I feel like this is going to be another great matchup. I don't know who to pick on this one. I think that this is another top 2 or 3 matchup in the state.
Yes,
give me a couple of teams that you think are on the rebound this week. Maybe some teams that kind of took it on the chin week 1, but they're not in panic mode yet.
Well, Camden Fairview would be one of them. I think that they've got a real shot to bounce back in this week. You know, Monticello is one that's interesting to me as well. We were there at that ball game. That game was 20-18 going into the fourth quarter, and 2 pick sixes later, it was over.
Oh, wow.
They're interesting. I mentioned this kid before, and I felt like he really showed out. Probably didn't get enough carries the other night, but Fordyce did a really good job of controlling the clock. But Joseph Aculis is a kid that he is explosive. He had a 71-yard touchdown run Friday night, and I feel like Monticello could bounce back. That's an interesting matchup that they have with Bauxite. those two teams are really looking to bounce back. I would like to know who's going to play quarterback for Monticello. Starter came in, very good athletic type of kid, but then they brought a kid in. Last name is Harvey. I don't think he's the coach's son, and he just really gave them a spark. And I'm interested to see what they do there. Aculus and a passing game to go along with it should help Monticello bounce back.
All right, Brad Caldwell, Arkansas Sports Network. Find their game tonight, Camden Fairview and El Dorado. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Football Friday marches on, presented by Gasanos.
Hello again, sports fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Premier Facilities Group, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Here we go, Arkansas. Are you ready? Tonight, it's the Red Bugs of Fordyce, ranked number 2 in 3A, and the Monticello Billies come in ranked number 7 in 4A. It's going to be a ranked showdown, folks. Fordyce, Monticello, and it starts right now. Buckle that chin strap, folks. It's time for kickoff.
All right, folks, we're here. This is Duran Miller. I've got the whole crew with me, Brad Caldwell, Aaron Wojcicki, and we've also got Aaron Powers. We're going to have a fun one tonight. We're actually not in Monticello again. We'll fix that for you, but we are in Camden Fairview. It's going to be a fun night. They call this the 7 South rivalry, taking on the El Dorado Wildcats, and just a big-time rivalry. This game is always close. Head coach Nick Vaughn for Camden Fairview, he was over at El Dorado for several years under the head coach Scott Reed before he took off for Cabot and trying to turn that program around now or build upon what, of course, Mike Malham's did there for years. Mike Markham.
Malham,
yeah. Escaped me for a second there. He's doing a great job up there, but Nick definitely brings a little bit of, he's been at El Dorado, so he knows a little bit about that program. And this rivalry's been going on for several years now. Last year, 35-34, El Dorado got the 1-point win at home last year. So Camden gets it now over here at their home stadium. It's going to be a great night. Both these teams, last week, Camden comes in off a loss to the returning, defending 4A state champs last year, Arkadelphia. So they stepped down from 5A and played Arkadelphia. They lost 17-14, but that's nothing to look down on because that is a fabulous Arkadelphia team. And then El Dorado comes in this one after a loss to Little Rock Christian. So another tough game. So Camden went from playing a 4A team last week to a 6A team this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brad, talk to me about your thoughts on the game.
Well, excited to be here. This is something that we don't do very often, coming to bigger schools. 5A, 6A, definitely. I can't remember the last time.
Greenwood, Parkview.
Greenwood, Parkview.
They were both 5A then.
Parkview at that time. Anytime that we've done a Parkview game, but just about outside of that, we haven't done one of those in a while. So it's nice to be here. An interesting matchup because, again, you've only got 30 miles separating these two. This is a game that's played on a yearly basis. As you said, what was it, the Highway 7 South? What was it?
That's
Some,
what
something.
we heard from we've got a whole box full of people here tonight. We've
Right.
got the PA announcer. You're going to hear that probably a little bit. And we've got radio from Y95.3. And that's Jacovis Davis, play-by-play on the radio here for Camden. He was telling us they call it he said 7 South.
7
so I'm
South,
guessing
yeah.
Highway 7 South.
So anyway, we know we're coming to a game that is rich in tradition.
Yes.
And this is a game that we kind of set up, when you were down here for
July.
for the interviews with Coach Vaughn. And so
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say we're looking forward to a good one here at Camden Fairview.
Yeah, we've got the captain's about to come out. We're about to have a coin toss. We're going to find out some things here. We got a few players to highlight here. Quarterback junior Brody Dew, 6 foot 165. He'll be number 10 tonight. He has got his first start last week for Camden as they replacing a really good one last year. They lost a lot of offensive weapons, so they're young, but they're still very talented on the Cardinals side of things. Played Arkadelphia really tough last week, and Arkadelphia has several Division I and Division II athletes that are going to go play on those levels when they're done at Arkadelphia. So even though they lost, definitely put up some good things in that game. They've got a veteran offensive line this year that I really think they're going to hang their hats on a little bit. Robert Israel, he's a 6 foot, 275-pound senior. He's number 66. He's one of those guys that are back. Played a lot of football for this Camden team. Carson Hill, another one, 6'2", 265. He's number 72. He's a junior. Drew Bostic, he rotated at center last year. He's got to start now. He's number 53. He's a junior. Taylor Scaife is a starter, returner. Last year played right tackle, 6'2", 285 senior. And then another senior, DeCason Torrance, number 55, another one of the bigs up front that looked to pave the way here for Camden. We had a brief interview with Jacovis Davis earlier. He's going with the Cardinals.
Yeah. Well, hometown guy, hometown Cardinals. I think it's a pretty good pick tonight, being at home. Obviously, the Cardinals not going to be intimidated no matter what. And, Camden Fairview's a good program. They've been going deep into the playoffs. Their biggest bugaboo has been Parkview, but whose hasn't?
Right. And they've played Parkview better than anybody in 5A the last 2 years. They've also got some skill guys that I didn't mention. I'm ready to see Jaden Porsche. I've heard a lot about him. He's a senior running back, number 5. He's bringing some size. Had about 330 yards on the ground last year. He's about 6 foot 185. And then Zaylen White. This guy is electric. Averaged over 9 yards per carry last year. Didn't get a whole lot of carries, but he's 6 foot 198. He actually comes in bigger than Porsche. And those are two dynamic guys they got in their backfield. Demarion Red Robinson, he's a junior, number 28. He's another guy. This guy can line up at receiver. He can line up at running back. He can kind of do a little bit of everything. He's a slot top guy, 5'7", 170. He had 4 TDs on only 18 carries last year. So, he's an electric guy when he gets the ball. Had a big game against Hope late in the season, 66-0 win last year. And then they got some young guys. Dayton Browning, who's a junior that looks like brings a lot of speed to the table. And they got a big-time tight end in Jamari Utsi, who's about a 5'11", 225. Had a touchdown against Pine Bluff last year.
That's
he's going to do he's going to do a lot of good things for them. He's number 40. Let's talk about Dorado a little bit. Senior quarterback is what they are really if you got a quarterback coming back that's senior experience, that helps you so much. And Jeremy Samuel is one of those guys. All-state last year, 5'9", 190. He's number 6. Threw for over 1,200 yards last year, 15 touchdowns. And he's mobile as well. And then you've got Cannon Jacobs, who had a big year last year as well. Threw for 15, 25, 16 touchdowns, rushed for 504 and 12 touchdowns. So they definitely going to be set at the quarterback position. Gavin Jacobs is a running back that looks to do a lot of damage, has a lot of speed. Jeremiah Warner, another guy that comes back with a lot of yards from last year.
There you go. Got that air blowing across your mic there.
Yeah,
Can't help it tonight, though, right?
We're in a presser, and their AC is not working, so we got like a portable air unit up here, but not getting in the rooms real well. But it's about 90 in the press box, so we're doing the best with it and make it work. Fullback for El Dorado, Paxton Strong, number 10. He's going to have a fabulous season. He's set, it looks like. He's 6'2", 220. Last year, he caught the ball. 26 receptions, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns. He plays a little H-back, a little tight end, a little fullback, a little bit of everything. And there we see the teams coming out on the field.
Yeah. Camden Fairview in, and El Dorado about to come out.
Yep, there they come right now. Cheerleaders leading the way. It's going to be a fun night for football. If you want to take a break, we'll come back. We're going to have kickoff right after this, right here on ASN.
This group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
All right, we're back here at Cardinal Stadium getting ready for kickoff. Brad, it's a good night for football. Weather's a little warmer this week than last, but still not bad.
I think that we're in the warmer area tonight.
Oh, well, definitely. Definitely.
I think it's, of course, the humidity's a little bit low. Imagine if this was like our typical early September day, it would be so miserable. Well, I'll just tell you, we probably packed up and go home. It would have been unbearable, but we're going to make it through tonight, and we're looking forward to a great matchup against 2 South Arkansas rivals here.
Yeah, and we also continued on the red plate this week. We're going to be bringing that to you later, more than likely at halftime, as we're getting that video made. It was a great experience this week at Woods Place in Camden.
Man.
So there's going to be a lot more on that later.
Man, I tell you what. I'm going to say this right now. It's going to be hard to beat Woods Place, but I know somebody out there could give it a go anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely laid out the red carpet, and we were set back a little bit. They did some things that we weren't expecting. You'll see more on that for sure later. So here we go. El Dorado going to kick it off. Camden's going to get the ball first. It's going to be a short one. They're going to direct it out of bounds. That's going to be a flag on that one. Looks like it went out about the 33, 34-yard line. So Camden's going to be starting out pretty good field position here. First possession.
Good start. Anytime you can start up there around the 35-yard line, 35-40, it's going to be a good start. So we're getting ready for good football here. Spotting on the right hash. Ball's going to be spotted on the 39.
Yeah, and earlier I was giving those stats out. I said Jeremy Samuel at quarterback. He was the running back, 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns last year. And Kanan Jacobs is the all-conference returner that had over 1,000 on the ground. I'm sorry, through the air and 500 on the ground. Had a total of 28 touchdowns. Well, here we go. First play, we're spread out here. We got one running back, one H-back, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. They're looking at the coach, and looks like we're going to have to call a timeout right off the bat. Camden does. Not quite set up on that play. Some miscommunication. Coach Vaughn definitely not going to be happy about that. Let's take just a very short break. We'll come back right after this on ASN.
D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
All right, we're back here at Cardinal Stadium, and yeah, you never want to start the game that way, having to call a timeout on a play. You probably, that first play is usually, that first drive is usually scripted, at least the first few plays, and coach is not happy on the sideline here for Camden Fairview, but now they're out of it, so got to put that one behind them. Here we go.
Okay.
Brody Drew, number 10 at quarterback. Now we got the ball set. Same formation. Going to hand it to the running back. He's got a lot of traffic. Good job from the right defensive end. That's number 30. Number 30 is Jarvalen Jr., a senior for the Wildcats. And it's going to be a pickup of 1 yard on the play. Trying to see that number on the running
Number
back.
5.
I believe that was number 5,
Yep.
Jaden Portia. And I may be saying that wrong. Correct us if you're on the stream. Drop us a comment. Here we go. Empty set. Quarterback's going to act like he's going to run it, and he's going to throw it out. It's a little bit high. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
I wonder if they call it. I guess they're going to call that a pass, just a little bit forward there.
Yeah, it was close. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 9. Same formation they started the game in. I think the running back's on the other side. He's kind of pop out of the backfield. He's going to go right up the middle on a vertical. He's got a wide open receiver. There is a flag down. He's going to wrestle his way into the end zone, though. But we got a flag in the backfield in an area of holding. And that was number 40 on the reception. That is Jamari Utzi, senior. One of the guys we talked about, that 5'11", 225-pound H-back, plays a little bit everywhere.
So it is
Would
a
be
hold.
a 60-yarder if it would have stood, but that's going to repeat 3rd down, so they'll definitely take the penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd, and we're going to find out exactly where they marked it at. Just going to back them up a straight 10 from the line of scrimmage, it looks like. So it's going to be 3rd and 19 now from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's
all
tough.
the way to the 49 for a first down, the 49 of Camden.
That's tough. They had a good play dialed up right down the seam was the tight end there. And, I mean, obviously they had the right one. It just got the hold there before the touchdown. And unfortunately for Camden Fairview, it goes from touchdown to 3rd in Louisiana, right?
Yeah. Looked like Mondo Caver checked in. They brought the running back, Portia, out. Now we got 4 wide and an H-back, and it's a running play. It's a Wildcat type formation, and El Dorado sniffed that one out there all over. It's going to be a loss of 1, depending on the spot. I don't give him loss. Yeah, 1 yard. So it's going to bring up 4th and 20.
Number 4 on that carry there.
Dayton Browning, Jr. Talked about him a little bit at the start. Last year, he had 19 receptions, 281 yards, and 2 touchdowns as a sophomore.
So we got a punt coming.
It's going to back up.
Uh-oh.
Bad snap. He's going to have to run with it, and great pursuit from the defense by El Dorado. Number 7 gets in there and makes the tackle. Justin Hammond, a sophomore, getting a big play done on special teams.
Great start here for El Dorado. Not so great start for the Camden Fairview Cardinals right off the bat. Not what you're looking for.
Almost anyway. Had to call timeout to start the game.
Terrible start right now for Camden, and El Dorado was set up pretty. 24 yards away from pay dirt.
With 10:33 left in this first quarter, Wildcats already.
Wildcats coming out in the shotgun. Running back's going to shift in a little motion. They're going to hand it off over to the left side. He breaks 2 tackles. Second level here. He gets a first down. He's going to be brought down right shy of the 10-yard line. And that was Jeremy Samuel, the running back.
And that was a 13-yard game.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, make it a 12-yard game.
Oh, shotgun formation. Got 3 wide this time. Got a H-back on the left side. They're going to hand it to the running back over the right side. Breaks 1 tackle, keeps turning the feet. He's going to be just inside the 10 for a 3-yard gain. And that was number 6, Jeremy Samuel, on the carry.
2 carries in a row for Samuel. I feel like they're obviously going to him early and often here. Conway up on Bentonville 3-0 early. Charleston on the board against the Pottsville Apaches.
Number 4 coming in motion. They're going to fake it. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got some room. He's going to be just shy of a touchdown down at the 1. Nice carry from Cannon Jacobs, senior. Jacobs is a dynamic quarterback. Had multiple touchdowns last year, and he's going to take this one in. And that is 6-0 El Dorado, just like that. Camden, with all kinds of issues on their first offensive possession, sets El Dorado up with a very short field after the botched punt attempt.
Touchdown El Dorado.
PAT is coming up. I believe that's number 12 in the kick it. Cortland Rozier. Nope, that's 82. Don't have an 82 on our roster, so PAT was good. 7-0 Wildcats. Great start for El Dorado. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
Back here at Cardinal Stadium, Camden down 7-0 early with 9:32 to go in the first. Set up El Dorado with a short field, and El Dorado did a good job. Went down the field, took advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Got the short field and you know, any time that you get that short field as they did, you got to take advantage of it. And that's what they did.
All right, he's going to back up and field this one at the 12. He slips, and then he gets hit, and he still carried his man forward, though. Good job finishing off the run, but not a great return. And they're going to have to go about 77 yards. Looks like they're going to start at the 23.
Well, I hate to break this to you, Duran, but your beloved Pirates are down 14-0 already in that Rivals Cup.
Okay, I'm predicting 40-6.
Well, hey, hold on. I'm just saying.
You're not surprised with me, nothing.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just keeping you updated.
Yeah, sure you are.
Don't be so defensive. It's okay. It's okay. I promise. There's no malice in that. I'm just saying.
All right, here we go. 3 wide. Got an H-back, or tight end actually on the left side. 1 running back. They're going to hand it to the running back. It's blowed up, but he bounces outside and he gets shoestring tackled. I think number 50 got his hand on the back of the heel there and tripped him up. Number 50 for El Dorado is Bravion Coleman, a sophomore, making a great play. Got in the backfield and looked like the running back was going to get out of there. He just tripped him up.
Boy, so far not so good for Camden Fairview. They were unable to block what El Dorado's got up front right now, and that's causing issues on the offense.
Well, 7-5 El Dorado team that went into the playoffs last year and got a decent amount of starters back. Nice little throw out into the running back in the flat. He's going to make one guy miss, and he's going to be brought down at the 30. 31, they're going to give him. That was number 4 on the reception, Dayton Browning, a junior. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short here, about 3rd and a full 2. A little bit. Yep, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it's a long 2, but
yeah, I mean, the stick's just about 3 inches past the 2 yards. So, talking to my producer there, I apologize. Quarterback's going to keep him to the left side. He gets stopped. He's only going to get a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. Looks like by this spot here.
Right now, Camden Fairview just not being able to get anything going in between the tackles. Only positive offense they've been able to get is outside on the flank. And so you got to see what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to go for this right here, Duran.
Yeah, I mean, veteran offensive line. See if the quarterback keeps it, if he hands it off. They may just be trying to get him to jump off sides. He's checking.
Well,
he does punt, so
right.
we may just step into a pooch punt here.
I was about to say number 4 wasn't covered up at first. They should have.
Brody's going to
Well,
throw it. He's got a
yes.
wide open receiver. That's the H-back again. Actually, that's Dayton Browning and one of the wide receivers. And pulling out the old Bobby Petrino right there.
Well,
Going for it.
they're going to have to throw the football tonight, and that was a nice play call, nice execution on 4th down, something that they needed really, really bad.
Yep. Get some momentum back in the stadium right now. Get these Camden Fairview fans something to cheer about. So back in 3 wide again, tight end on the right side. They're going to pull, and they're going to give it over to the left side. Running back's not going to get much, and like you said, it's been tough running so far. Jaden Porsche gets stopped after a very looks like they're going to get him 1 yard gain.
Well, the running and they're trying. I guess right now they're going to try to keep them honest because they know what they can get in yardage. It's down the seam. It's on the outsides. So, but they still have to run the football to keep them honest on that.
I agree. So Brody Dow looking to get the snap here, getting everybody lined up properly. Same formation, tight end on the right side. This time it's a handoff over to the left side again, between the tackles. And he's going to get about 3 before he's pulled down.
Well, at least they got some push, though. That was the first time that we've seen them be able to get a push up the middle. And so that was a good job of the offensive line of Camden Fairview.
Yep. Looks like Big 55. I'm not sure. It looked like 55 or 53 coming off the field. It might have been, I think it was Drew Bostis, 53. He got his helmet off, so he's got to come out for a play, and that's going to hurt him a little bit. See what they can bring in there and plug in.
Isaiah.
It's a high snap. Kind of threw off the timing, but his man is beat. That is Browning. And Dayton Browning, touchdown from the 31-yard line. And big time play. And now there is a flag after the play, I believe, on the celebration.
Well,
unless I believe I saw. Yep, I do see it.
Well, it's like a difference in daylight and dark in the way that they're trying to run the offense. When they try to run, they've gotten one play up the middle, but when they've tried to pass, they've been able to hit those big plays.
Yeah, they've had a guy behind the defense every single
time.
pass. And I'm not sure. Let me see if I wrote that down. Bostic started at center last year. He came out for a play. That snap was off, and I almost threw it all off. It's tough when you come in right off the bench cold and have to snap the football.
4A football, Elkins leads Dardanelle 7-0 in the first quarter. 6:04 left in that one.
I'm interested in that one a lot after last year. And,
yes.
We know Dardanelle has coming back, and what we think Elkins has coming back. It's going to be fun to see how that one finishes.
I'll tell you what, when you challenge that Elkins team, and they're challenged tonight.
And that PAT is good by number 91, Gannon Edwards. He's just a sophomore for the Cardinals. He ties it up 7-all with 5:58 to go. So Camden right back in this thing. Let's see if they can get a good kickoff now and see if El Dorado, what they can do if they have to go, a decent field position here instead of getting a very short field like they did their first possession.
Do you want this in this bill folder? Okay. Woods Place, what it's called. Coming up right now. Speaking of Woods Place, what a absolute meal. What a feast they gave us. Oh, my. Well, hey, they put it on for us. Yes, sir. Yes. We got to make sure we say Camden Fairview.
Yeah, I know. We already heard that.
Hey, they're letting us know that's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't say by sons. That's for sure, right? When we're doing these type of things like we do, we find out these little intricacies, right? Inside the state, South Side. Don't call us Batesville South Side. We're South Side chartered. I mean, there's just all these little things that you got to figure out. Try to be polite.
Or the
right.
The Bearcats, the lady cats, not the Bearcats.
Yeah.
And then Brooklyn's the other way around. Call us the Lady Bearcats.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a little short kick, and they're going to have another field position starting on this side of the 50.
So far, this game has all of the makings of a shootout. That's what It looks like. Now we'll see how it goes. We still haven't got quite settled in here with 5:53 to go in the first quarter, but man, right now it's kind of going up and down the field.
It's a very good first drive. Like I said, it was a short drive, but El Dorado took care of business when they got the ball. Cannon Jacobs was impressive. Their running back, number 6, Jeremy Samuel, was impressive. And this time, number 4 gets the ball over to the left side. That is Christian Williams, and he's going to have a nice pickup.
Real close to the marker there. Looks like they're going to mark just a little short.
You get 9 yards on first down running the football, you'll take it all day long. So far, they've had a lot of success. See what Camden Fairview can do on defense. Get a stop here. Get them off schedule. Man comes in motion. And, it's a reverse. A little flip to the wide receiver. It's a good job. There is a flag in late. That was number 40 on the reception, on the handoff there, Eric Flores. And it's going to be against
80. It was number 80.
You're right. Donovan Mitchell. I apologize. Holding against El Dorado. Is that what you said, holding? I was looking at the numbers there.
And that run is negated now. Well, those dark numbers are always harder to see, that's for sure.
No, I saw it. I don't know, looked at it wrong on the sheet. They threw it out to the running back. Yeah, and not going to get much back to the line of scrimmage. Number 4 on the reception, Christian Williams.
No gain on the play.
You know, you can see the plan is to get the ball to these running backs and let them cook, man.
They're going 5 wide now. Cannon Jacobs, now he's going to come up under center, talk to his line, something he sees. Comes back in a shotgun, a little bit of a high snap. Lefty's looking to throw down the middle, and there's going to be a pass interference call. Either that or holding on the receiver.
Got to be holding. Not catchable, but he had no chance to even get there to try to catch it.
And 2 flags actually came in, so.
We got Isaiah and Finch both saying "Go Cats" in our chat. You can chat it up with us. Let us know what you're thinking.
So that sets up a first down at the 36-yard line. Jacobs in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Williams. Williams got a lot of room. Going to weave his way up the middle. He's going to have a first down. He's going to be down to the 29-yard line. Pick up a 12 on the play. And they're starting to get around the edge a little bit now on this drive.
Desark leading Hazen 12-0 in the or 14-0 in the first quarter.
Got to hurry up, no huddle here. Back to Williams. Williams over the right side. He's got a lead block. Shifts his way through some men. He's a really good running back so far. Down to the 12-yard line. Another first down. Back-to-back runs. That one to pick up a 12.
Tell you what, the offensive line of El Dorado doing
Maybe
a great
13.
job. I mean, they are really imposing their will, and El Dorado's going quick here.
Yep, they got to wait for their lineman to get off the field, or they would have already snapped it. Give it to Williams again over the right side. He's actually, it looks like number 5, which is Brataven Brown. Number 6, I apologize. That is Jeremy Samuel. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 1.
They can get a first down without getting a touchdown.
Ooh, trying to get right up the middle. He gets bent back a little. It looks like he's going to be just shy.
No gain on that one.
That was Samuel again. So 2nd and 1. They still got a chance for a first down here before the end zone. Samuel stays back alongside the quarterback.
Watch out a play action right here. Oh.
Well, quarterback's finally going to. I was about to say he's been handing it. He finally pulls it, and nobody's there to pick him up on the edge. Touchdown, Cannon Jacobs, and El Dorado takes a 13-7 lead over the Camden Fairview Cardinals. And we got a PAT pending here.
Lots of markings of a shootout right now. You see on the replay here, you see Jacobs, nice job reading right there. Nobody out there on the flank. He walked in for a touchdown.
Get the replay audio. Yep. Okay, good. All right, the PAT is through. It's perfect. 14-7 with 3:07 to go in the first. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back right after this.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Back here at the home of the Cardinals, 14-7, El Dorado. The Wildcats in an early lead in this one. They have looked really good on the offensive side of the ball. Camden Fairview has also done a good job, other than that first possession when they really just kind of shot themselves in the foot, had to call a timeout. The last drive was excellent. This one's going to be received at the 13-yard line. He's going to be tripped up immediately. He's going to get to the 20. They're going to give him the 21, so a return of 8 yards.
Huge difference in how both these teams are going about this right now. 69 yards on 10 carries for El Dorado. So far for Camden Fairview, 7 carries for 0 yards, but through the air, 75 yards. 0, well, let me see, that's not quite correct, I think.
0 for El
Yeah,
Dorado.
well, it is 0 because they had a no gain on the pass. Yeah,
holding on it.
that's correct. So they're getting the yardage. They're just doing it in different ways.
So Brody Dew getting his offense set. Going to have 3 wide. Got a tight end on the left side. Got a pull. A little power. He's going to get bust through there for about a 3-yard gain up to the 24-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. That was Robinson running the football.
Second and 7. Second down and 7. Reed Thomas in the slot on wing. Browning it outside here.
Robinson's going to come up as an H-back now out of the backfield. So no running backs back there by the quarterback. 3 wide, 2 to the left. Quarterback, he's going to go ahead and throw it, and that was very dangerous. It's going to go out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 now.
I'm not sure that 25 didn't come back and actually play defense on that one, because that one looked like it was about to be picked, a lot like the pass that we had against Fordyce and Moncel last week, where they trying to throw it just straight to the side, and it was picked off. And when you do that, there's nobody in front of you.
Right. Yeah, they ran that play earlier tonight and went out of bounds. Same situation, just not really crisp on that play so far. Both times, I think the quarterback could have kept it and got a couple yards. So here we go. 3 wide. Tied in on the right side. They're going to hand it to the running back on 3rd and 7. He's going to get about 4, maybe, and that is going to be it. I believe that was Robinson again, 28. It was. He's going to get up to the 29. It's going to bring up 4th and about 3.
Fairview looks like they're playing to go for most of these right now.
Taking a little Anthony Lucas page out of the book. A little Kevin Kelly. Tried to get him to jump off sides that time with a hard count.
Well,
didn't work.
They've got the sticks on the slot for sure.
Last time this was a huge play for them. He's going to option it. He's going to keep it, trying to get those yards. He's not going to get
balls out.
They fumbled. Looks like El Dorado's on top of it. We'll see for sure. I believe number 30, Mr. Jervalen Jr., a senior for them, big-time linebacker, defensive player.
I feel like he had the first down, maybe by just a couple feet there, but couldn't hang on to the football.
I thought he was short pretty well. He had to get 3 yards. I thought he got about a yard. Did we get a replay on that one? How close was he to the sticks? Oh, you already showed it. Okay. So another short field to work with for El Dorado. They haven't started. Well, they did start one down there on their end. Starting at the 36. They're going to hand it off to the running back over the right side. He breaks the tackle. And now he's finally swarmed down all the way down to the 25. That was number 6, Jeremy Samuel, a senior. Another first down. They are gashing Camden Fairview right now.
He's averaging about 8 yards a carry right now. They got to keep giving him the football.
1,200 yards on the ground last year and 15 touchdowns as a junior.
No, he stumbled right there.
Yeah, they went so quick. I actually missed it, so I apologize.
He did gain just a little bit. I wouldn't even call
Half
it
a
a full
yard,
one.
maybe.
Yeah.
So about 2nd and 10 here. Kenan Jacobs gets the snap. He's going to keep it this time. Pretty good defense that time from Camden Fairview. He's going to pick up 2. Bring up 3rd and about 8.
They keep him they keep him involved in that running game, so you got to be able to account for that.
Hurrying back up to the line. Going to have 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 running back. Almost got him to jump in the neutral zone, but they held. Now he gets the ball. He's looking out, little bubble screen. And that is a nice pickup over the left side. There might be a face mask at the end. Christian Williams got the bubble and took it for a first down. Did y'all see a flag come in?
Yes,
We
the
did.
flag
So
came in at the end.
it's going to be half the distance to the goal, tacked on at the end. It was a face mask for sure. So that's going to bring up 1st and goal at about the 4. On the 4. Or are they putting it on the 3? Looks like the 3. Yep, 3. So 3 wide again. Jacobs comes up to the line. He's got number 1 in there at running back now, Ja'Cory Lumsey. And, he makes one man miss, gets clipped, falls forward down to about the 1-yard line. Between the 1 and the 2, bring up 2nd and short here, 2nd and goal.
Well, they sure ain't going to wait around to figure out if it's 1-2, are they?
Nope. And this time straight ahead. It's going to be short of a touchdown. Looks like he's going to be on the 1.
Tell you what, if you got Kenan Jacobs on your fantasy team right now,
yeah,
you're doing pretty well. End of the first.
End of the first period. It's 14-7 El Dorado, and they are knocking on the door for another score. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more right here on ASN.
When it comes to supporting the Fordyce Redbugs, no one does it like Chase McCollum of Shelter Insurance. A former educator in the Fordyce School District, Chase has always believed in investing in our kids on and off the field. Whether it's cheering under the Friday night lights or helping you find the right coverage, Chase is proud to stand with the Redbugs every step of the way. Chase McCollum, Shelter Insurance, proud longtime supporter of the Fordyce Redbugs.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Wow.
All right, we're back here in the home of the Cardinals, Cardinal Stadium. El Dorado knocking on the door, up 14-7, 3rd and goal on the 1. Kenan Jacobs at quarterback. Let's see what else we got in there. Is that number 1 back there with him? Ja'Cory Lumsey. I believe. I'm not sure
6.
yet.
It's 6.
Oh, it's 6. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Quarterback sneaks it in. And there it is, 20-7.
3 touchdowns already for Jacobs. Again,
I feel like Camden's got to quit giving him so many short fields.
yeah, right
Camden
now
Fairview.
it's really not it's not mattering right now because they're able to run the football on them. When you can't stop them running, you really can't stop them doing anything. Offensive line for El Dorado is dominating up front right now.
I agree, but if you got to go 80 yards instead of 30 yards, a lot more bad things can happen.
True,
You can drop a
very
snap,
true.
get a penalty. But yeah, I mean, I agree. So far, they're not stopping them. You know,
Let's say thanks to those that are watching right now. 236 live devices right now. It's a pretty good number, especially for two teams that have a stream. Appreciate you joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for us. We appreciate it. Also, be looking for highlights of these games. We're going to start putting those out throughout the week. So make sure that that you're watching. Heck, even Duran might even break one down, break a play down or two.
yeah, we made that little video for JoJo Aculus this week for Monticello, trying to highlight these athletes around the state of Arkansas and get their names out there. College recruiters, and just for fans to go watch them, know about certain guys that you need to go check out.
We
Have
want
lots of them in this game.
Let's give a shout out right now to the man that grows his hair upside down, Bill Harshaw, listening to us all the way right on the Missouri line. He goes out in his backyard and he straddles between Arkansas and Missouri. He is way up there. We appreciate Bill.
know
All
where
these
you're going with
beautiful
that.
things on the screen is what you see. Bill does that.
This is going to be a little bit of a high kick. He's got some room here. Makes one man miss. He's going to be brought down around the 41-yard line. And that's where they'll start. Pretty good starting field position here for Camden Fairview. Yep, so far, when Camden Fairview's throwing the ball, they've had quite a few opportunities.
Yes.
See what they decide to do on this drive.
Well, again, they're going to have to try to keep up with them somehow.
He's got Brody Dowell back at quarterback. In the shotgun, 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Got a tight end on this right side. They're going to try to run it. Nice jump cut by the running back.
The creases that they're not really getting a lot of.
Yep. Demarion Red Robinson is a good one for them. He's not super tall. He's definitely a guy that made the most of his opportunities last year. 4 touchdowns on only 18 touches. This time they're going to lose a yard, and we're going to have 3rd and about 8.
Well, when you think there's going to be a crease, it seems to be closing down pretty quickly.
You got a tight end on the right side, 3 wide, 1 running back, and they're looking to throw. He's going to sneak out of the backfield. That was the H-back. Breaks 1 tackle, but great job from El Dorado to swarm to the football. Ball comes out, but I believe the whistles are being blown. We're inside the presser, so it's a little hard for us to hear that, but they're going to say he's down at just shy of the
Maybe
45.
a gain of 1 there.
Well, so 4th and about 7.
Fairview really hasn't even looked to punt after that first punt there, and it looks like they're not going to do it again.
When it works, it's great, but when it don't, El Dorado's got a short field to deal with.
This might be a pooch punt, though. It looks like
It
that's
looks more
exactly,
like it. Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
definitely. Ooh, just hit us.
Oh, they just got a break there.
Did it touch?
It hit El Dorado, and they
came
caught
right
it
back in
on
the
the carom.
hands of Bostic. Wow,
Big break there for Camden Fairview.
unreal. Because it was such a short, low kick. That's what I was about to say, but then all of a sudden I seen him catch it and running with it.
I don't think that was planned. I'll say that.
No, it definitely was not planned. Kind of like last week when the Razorbacks had that onside kick off of the guy. He was just trying to squib it. And now they're giving the ball to El Dorado. They're saying it wasn't touched.
Yeah. Well, it was obviously touched. Now, what's
By
the rule?
Camden.
Yeah. What's the rule? I'm not totally sure. Whew.
Well, if El Dorado touches it, it's a lot of football.
Right.
That's the rule.
I mean, throw
Right?
that replay up there one more time.
Yeah, let's see that.
Well,
It's a very low punt. Comes right over the center's head. Actually, the right guard got backed into it.
Well,
we
yeah, it
just
looked like middle linebacker touched it, but
can't
really tell. I mean, cameraman was a little bit fooled. No reason not to be, right, on that situation. It did look like middle linebacker might have touched it on that one, but nonetheless, looks like El Dorado's going to get the ball. But they're now
still
convening.
discussing it.
Yeah. Replay going again. Let's just see if we can take a look here. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Oh, Cardinals getting the ball back now. I think that's the correct call. It is. It is the
It
correct
did
call.
hit him. Okay.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It did hit him.
Unreal. Just goes right to the hands of Bostic, and he does the heady play and gets up the field.
Well, that was a big break for
And
Camden
at
Fairview.
that point, it didn't matter. He didn't have to get past the sticks.
Right.
It was automatically their ball. He's just getting better field position for them.
That's it. Absolutely. That's exactly right. Exactly right.
So a big break for Camden. Camden Fairview. They need it in a bad way. Down 14. They're going to continue on this drive now. Starting at the 44 of El Dorado. Looks like they're set. Quarterback's looking to pass. Going on a deep, kind of a corner route.
Oh, boy.
A little bit of contact at the end. They feel like he was held. Camden Fairview faithful do. They're not going to get a call. Second and 10.
In my opinion, right now, Camden Fairview's got to throw the ball 80% of the time. They're getting behind the defense. They can keep up with El Dorado if they throw it. They cannot keep up with them running the football. We got Brad Ward says, "Let's go Cats," watching from Columbus, Georgia. I am originally from El Dorado, Arkansas.
So you got Brody Dew back there, and you got Robinson beside him. This time they're going to hand it to Robinson. Robinson over the right side makes a man miss. He's got the edge, and then he gets popped pretty good right at the 41. And there is a little bit of extra afterwards. No flags. Going to be a pick up of 3 on the play. Ball's at the 41. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Now, I know that people are going to say, well, he just said they got to throw it every time. But that 3-yard gain should have been a 6 or a 7-yard gain. It closed up quick.
Well, really, and then Robinson made a great play just to get out of the backfield because there was pressure on the edge there. He wasn't as quick as he was. It would have been a loss. So back in the shotgun again. We got an H-back on the left side. 4 wide. No running backs. Now we got a man in motion. He's going to get it on a little jet sweep action, and he's hit immediately and lost. That was number 13 on the carry, Mondo Caver, a senior.
I think that was a pass. I think it was a pitch.
Might have been a little push pass.
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't matter. It lost
Tap
quite
pass,
a few yards.
whatever you want to call it. And, yeah, back in this punting type situation. Now, can they do what they did last time? I don't think so. I don't think you draw that up.
No. Throw the ball downfield. They've got to.
They're going for it here, it looks like. Normally they would have a couple upbacks, H-backs in there playing a little safe. But now he's backing up like he is going to punt. He is. And he's going to have a return. He makes a man miss, and that's going to be it, though. Dropped at the 25-yard line. El Dorado needs 75 yards to get to pay dirt. We'll take a very short break. We'll be back right after this.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at Facebook. We'll talk about ASN Classic here in a moment.
So, quarterback's back to pass. He's got a man down the middle. He's going to float it up high. And great defensive job getting in there and batting the ball away. Trying to see that number. Was that number 5?
I believe it was. Yes, sir.
If so, that is Jaden Portia. One of their running backs playing defense, and great job defensively that time. They batted away. Kind of looks like 8 to me, but I'm not sure. I guess it's 5. So now, Cannon Jacobs comes up, is getting everybody set up, telling them to play. H-back on the right side. Got 3 wide, counting slot man, and 1 running back. And, yep, coaches don't like what they seen. They're going to call a timeout and talk about it. Now, if you want to, let's go back to that ASN Classic since we cut it off short that last time.
Yeah, let's go back to that. The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
All right, we're back at Camden Fairview, home of the Cardinals. 21-7, El Dorado with the ball again after they get the big stop. Camden Fairview needs to stop El Dorado here and get this ball back here before half. Going to hand the ball off this time over the right side. He's going to get into the second level a little bit as he gets ripped down. He may be hurt. He got thrown down pretty hard. Going to be a nice pickup. Looks like he got 7, maybe 8 on the. Looks like he got 8 on the play.
Jacob's getting what he wants there. I'm sorry, Samuel, I apologize, getting what he wants there pretty much anytime he carries the football. 8 carries for 54 yards so far for him.
Yeah.
And that's why they can afford to pass the ball downfield, because they can run the ball.
4 wide. They're going to fake it to the running back. He's going to have to get around the end. Does a good job.
Oh.
He dives for the first down. He's going to have it. They'll give him a full yard past the first down marker. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jacob's a gutted quarterback, man. He's the team leader. You can tell that right here, even from as far back as we are. As I was saying, they can afford to throw the ball deep on first down because they can run the ball on second down and get such gains.
Here we go in the hurry up, no huddle. This time, handoff over the right side. He's going to have about 7 more yards here on first down. Bring up 2nd and 3. I'm sorry, 2nd and 3.
I believe that was number 1 on the carry
I
that
do
time.
too, and that would be Ja'Cory Lumsey. Now he gets it again over the right side. He's going to have a first down easily, and that was number 1, Ja'Cory Lumsey again.
So he picked up 7 on the first carry, picked up 8 on the next carry. And he's got 15 yards on 2 carries so far.
Snaps a little high. Quarterback's going to fake it and keep it up the middle. Finally gets brought down right at the 46-yard line.
About a 4-yard gain on that one.
2nd and 6. Going quick. Hand it over to number 5, that's Samuel. Over on the right side. They're getting the edge way too easily, way too often.
They're just really right now unable to make any kind of penetration whatsoever.
3rd and about 2. Gives it off to Samuel. Samuel over the right side again. Repeat, rinse. The ball is out. I believe there's a beanbag down, and Camden Fairview is all over it. That is going to be a turnover. Had the first down, just ball comes flying out. We couldn't see on this side if it was stripped a little bit or not.
Boy, that was a big fumble right there for Camden Fairview. They needed that one in the worst way.
Right now, if El Dorado can take care of turnovers, I mean, you got to feel really good about their chances to win this game, the way it was going especially. But now you've opened the door for Camden Fairview to come back in this thing and make it a close game here right before the half. 6:15 to go in the second period.
So Fairview's got a dilemma here. They have been able to move the football, throwing the ball downfield. But your best defense right now is keep your offense on the field. So you can't be a huge quick strike type of scoring right here, but you got to get some points as well.
Brody Dew in the shotgun. Scott Robinson, he hands it off to him. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Looks like he gets back. Going to give him a yard gain.
I'm telling you, you feel like you see a hole, and then it disappears.
Rail's doing a really good job on the edge, especially.
A lot of speed out there on that defensive side of the ball.
I believe that wasn't red that time. That was number 30, Donta Thrower.
Charleston leading Pottsville right now, 28-0 there at Charleston in their first game of the season.
Dow gets the snap. He's going to throw it out quickly. Out to number 4. He makes a man miss. Gets the edge for a moment. That's Dayton Browning. He's going to have a nice pickup, and it's going to be a first down.
Where have they moved the ball the best? It's right there. And number 4, give him his name again.
Browning.
Browning he's got 4 catches for 88 yards right now.
Yeah, he's done a great job. And so now we got 1 wide, split to the left, way out, 2 to the right. Going to tight end on the left side. Going to fake it's going to be a play action. He's trying to go over the top. A little bit of bumping. They're going to get the flag call on this one. And I didn't think there was as. I think I've seen more before and not called
Yeah.
than that one. But they're going to get the call.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down on that one. I agree with you. I felt like you've seen a little bit more contact down the field, but Fairview is going to get the penalty here, and it's going to move them into plus territory.
Be a 15-yarder and should be around a 38 or 39 when he's done marking it off here. 38-yard line, 1st and 10. And right now, Camden Fairview is carving out a little momentum in this game after that big fumble recovery.
Well, they've got to throw the football, man. It's just the bottom line. They're going to have to be able to throw the football to stay in this ball game. And that means they may have to throw it 40 times tonight.
The thrower stays in the backfield alongside the quarterback. He's going to get the handoff. Nice little cut. Goes back inside the hashes, and he's going to be brought down after a nice pickup on 1st down. Looks like he got about 6, maybe 7 there. Bring up about 2nd and 3.
Good run there. One of the most positive plays they've had so far on the ground.
They've got multiple guys that are shifty, put their foot in the ground and change directions. Dante Thrower is one of them. This ball just shot of 31. Boy, they're lining up in the neutral zone almost, and they definitely came across. And that's going to be a free 5 and a 1st down for the Cardinals.
Cardinals got a little bit of offensive rhythm right now. I'll tell you, the best thing that could happen for the Cardinals right now is they score about 50 seconds left in this first half. I think they're moving it a little quick, though. And, of course, it gets catch-22 because they got to throw the football to do it.
Check this out. We got a stack on the bottom here on the right side. And now they're going to hand it off. He's hit immediately, slips that tackle, and he's going to have a positive gain up to about the 23-yard line. Pickup of about 4. That was Thrower again, I believe it is, number 30. Now he's going to come out, and number 5 checking in. That is Jaden Portia.
Best case scenario right now, picking up about 3-4 yards of carry here for Fairview.
Gain of 3, 2nd down is 7, 3 on carry.
Stacking it at the bottom again. Last time they ran out of this formation, got an H-back over the right side, 1 wide to the left. This time they're going to hand it to the running back, Portia. He's going to have positive gain, but not much. Maybe gets to the 21, maybe the 22. Give him the 21. No, I'm sorry, it is the 22. Kind of in between them, really. Football. It's about a football pass to 22. So we're going to have 3rd and about 6.
We need to get our local sponsors in here. Haven't been able to do that so far. Got to get that going.
Yeah. I'm curious. This time he's going to throw. He sits in a pocket. Going to throw over the middle and just out of reach. And there comes a flag in late.
Well, the defender definitely looked like he tried to grab him from behind.
It's come in late a lot. The holding has come in late at the end of the route.
Let me get a verbal on this, and then we'll get some stuff on the screen here after halftime. But Energy down in El Dorado, appreciate them joining us on our broadcast. Woods Place, for the restaurant. We got a great segment we got coming up on the Red Plate edition here. Appreciate them joining us as well. And then we also appreciate the Holt Call Company, Duck Calls. Appreciate them for joining us on this broadcast tonight.
So move the ball up to the 12 after the 1st down, 10-yard holding. And there's a handoff to the running back. He's through a seam. Dayton Browning in the end zone. Touchdown, Camden Fairview Cardinals. They've cut it to a 1-possession game, 21-13, PAT pending.
Best running play of the game so far for Camden. And, again, that's best case scenario. Now, the only problem is they still have 3:10 left on the board for El Dorado.
He'd be in Palm Bluff right now if they didn't have the end zone to stop him. He'd be like Forrest Gump.
Untouched,
run home,
baby.
Run home. That kick is good. Splits the uprights perfectly. And it's 21-14. 3:10 to go. But like you said a minute ago, you alluded to that, they may have given him too much time because El Dorado has definitely done a great job moving the football, and they've done it quickly out of that hurry up, no huddle most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. They have moved the ball at will. Fumbles have been what have gotten them so far.
Do we have any commercials for the locals? Or Just a banner.
Just a banner. Is all
Okay.
we don't even have that right now, but we're
that
getting
set
it.
up. It's been a crazy afternoon here. Getting everything set up. No AC.
Right.
Hotter inside than outside.
100%.
But we're getting through it. And got a good game in front of us right here.
Guys on the backside, they're guilty of penetration. They're not allowing any guys on the backside to make backside plays.
There ain't no way it's 73
Oh,
in
it's
here.
about 88 minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, our producer's talking to us. Y'all can't hear him, but he said it was 73. We were both like, no, it is not 73. He's talking about outside.
Right.
Yeah. Add about 20 to that, 15 at least.
Last week, Cardinals got burned.
Short kick. Upman's going to get it at the 26, 27-yard line over the right side. He breaks the
Uh-oh.
tackle. He's got the edge. He's going to get rode out of bounds eventually inside Camden Fairview territory, down around the 44-yard line, looking for the spot.
That's about worst case scenario here for Camden Fairview
Yeah.
right now.
3:03 still on the clock. Took 7 seconds off on that kickoff. And I haven't seen a far kick yet. That I can recall.
Right. Well, El Dorado started in plus territory too much right now. That's been a big problem. Field position, and of course they don't need any favors done for them. And as you said before, it's a lot easier to get something bad to happen to them if they have to do it over and over and over again. And right now, they're just getting too close to the end zone to start.
Got a man in motion. They're going to give it to the running back. He's going to slip some tackles, gets positive yardage. Camden Fairview's got to do a better job at the point of attack.
4-yard gain on that one. I believe it's 6 on the carry.
Jeremy Samuel, one of the main bell cows here for the Wildcats. He's still in the backfield. He's looking like, oh, they're going to reverse it. I love that play, but that pass was too wide.
Yeah, a little bit too much pressure on that one.
Trying to hit Josiah Moore.
He felt it.
9, I apologize. I think that was Bronson Brock. Brock, a guy that I think a lot of this year. He joined the team after leaving basketball. Brings some athleticism out there to that wide receiver spot. I don't know if he left basketball, but he just played basketball is what I should say. He may have left it. Might have pulled a season 4 of Friday Night Lights. So quarterback's back. He's looking. He's got a guy up the seam, little skinny post, and he gets it knocked loose at the end, trying to hit his man Christian Williams, who's just a sophomore, by the way, and looking really good tonight, running the football. That one, he can't haul it in. Great defense. See this replay. Ball just had too much air. That would allow the defender to get in there and break it up.
Oh, yeah. If he doesn't put so much air into that, that's a touchdown.
4th down, and they're going for it. It's a big play. He's got a wide open receiver, and he breaks that tackle. Can he part the Red Sea? He's going to stiff arm. He's still going all the way down to the 3, maybe the 2-yard line. That was number 7, Justin Hammond, another sophomore stepping up for these Wildcats, coming out with a giant play. And with 2:16 to go and counting here as they set the chains, El Dorado's in business again. Big play on 4th down.
Tell you what, El Dorado, I think they've learned a few lessons playing Little Rock Christian last week. They're ready for this one.
Quarterback's going to keep it. It's stuffed, but he bounces off. It goes over the right side. Big-time play from Cannon Jacobs.
That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the game. None of them over 3 yards, but 4 touchdowns for Cannon Jacobs here in the first half of action.
They use all their running backs and the receivers. They get all the way up there, and then at the end, he ends up getting the call. Takes it in. The old Tim Tebow service for you.
I like him. I like his guttiness.
PAT is very low, but it looks like it made it through. It did. 28-14, El Dorado back to a 2-possession lead. Let's take a break, Aaron. We'll be back on the Arkansas Sports Network right after this.
University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost
The
of your
Arkansas Sports
education.
Network
While other
basketball
universities
classic
may
tips
claim a
off.
debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
And we're back at Cardinal Stadium. 28-14, El Dorado back in a 2-possession lead, but they have left 2:04 on the clock here for the Cardinals. Let's see if Camden Fairview can get down the field quickly here and make this thing a 1-possession game again.
Well, we know they can.
Right.
We definitely know that they can. Again, this has got all the makings of a shootout right now. Neither team seems to be able to stop the other one. The only thing that's stopping the other one is fumbles.
Is that number 91 back to kick? No, that's Camden Fairview's kicker. This one goes out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty. Second time we've seen that tonight. I believe the opening kickoff was the same way it was. Just trying to remember who did that earlier. It was El Dorado. So second time they've done it. They're gonna make them kick it again this time. Kicker's number, can y'all see it? 40 something. Could be Sakari Peterson, 47. We'll get that for you in just a moment. Nope. I couldn't tell nothing that time.
I can't see it. Yeah.
This time in the middle of the field. And that is pretty good return. He runs into his own man a little bit as he gets knocked off balance. That was Portia starting running back, and pretty good return. Good start here for Camden Fairview at the 42, their own 42. All right, Camden up to the line here. Shotgun formation. Brody Dow gets the play call. Camden Fairview on the attack. Got 4 wide, 1 running back. He's going to give it to the running back. Got a man, linebacker came right up in the hole, but he was able to, he got his arms around him, but he got past him just a little bit for a decent pickup on first down. Just inside, just past the 45, shy of the 46. They're going to go ahead and spot it right on the 46. So pickup of 3 on the play.
Who got that carry? I apologize.
So 2nd and 6. I believe it was Samuel. Or Portia, I apologize.
Yep.
And that pass is going to be errant in the dirt. Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Multitasking right now.
So 3rd and 6. Brody Dow has got an empty set this time, 5 wide. He's got one of those guys in the slot, and it looks like he's looking at him. He's going to be open. He drops the ball. And that was probably a touchdown.
Oh my gosh. 13 was the intended receiver.
Wow. And he's had a good name, good game overall. Mondo Caver. Yeah, I saw him in the slot. I knew he was probably going to get at least open at some point. He's got a lot of shiftiness to his game, and he just ran right by his man. The quarterback put the ball on the money and just couldn't pull it in.
They've got to go for this here.
Yep, 1:27 to go. You're giving El Dorado some time on their side of the field if you don't convert here. Let's see. Now they're going to punt it. Nobody is back. Can they get down there and down it? Oh, it's going to get a great favorable bounce for Camden and just kind of die out right where it landed at the 14.
This game hangs in the balance right now for Fairview. If they've got any shot of winning this ball game, they have got to stop them right here. Go down 3 scores at the half is not something that they really want to do.
Ran some clock off there. 1:19 to go now. They're going to put it right just a no shy of the 15. So basically the 15, we got to go 85 yards.
Check this out. Wildcats with a minute and 19.
Looks like Camden Fairview coming out with cover 2 top coverage here. 2 safeties really deep. Quarterback's going to hand it off. They're going to try to get the edge. He'll cut it back inside. Pretty good job pursuing the football that time by the defense. And the Cardinals will get them down after a short gain, pickup of about 4. 2nd and 6. Clock is rolling. Actually, I believe we got a timeout. Clock stops at 1:12. Timeout, El Dorado.
False start. Procedure.
Oh, there was a flag on a play. Okay. False start, legal procedure. So these are the kind of plays that hurt you when you're on a drive and the clock's against you because you're going to lose 7 seconds. Plus, you're going to get a 5-yard penalty. And I believe El Dorado, with a 2-possession lead, is just going to hand it off now. They're not going to get fancy here. What's that?
Lucky enough, right, for Camden Fairview, that's a big time play.
Yep. Getting on off schedule, and I feel like they definitely were going to try to make a few, plays there and see if they get some decent yards and get down the field. But now I'll be shocked if they throw it. They're going to hand it off to the running back over the right side. It's strung out this time. Really good job getting flat down the line, making that tackle. Trying to see the defender there. 53 maybe. 55, I believe, which is DeCason Torrance, a senior. No gain. Clock's down to 43. Should get one more snap. Actually, the play clock is off. So there's like a half a second difference. And they're going to go ahead and snap it now. Got about a 6-yard gain. There's the running back. And that's going to be the last play unless Camden Fairview calls a timeout. They have 2 left. So that early timeout doesn't hurt them if they had to call on that first drive, first play of the game.
That looks like it's going to bring us to halftime.
It will. And we're going to have a big time special for you as we took the road to the Red Plate to Woods Place today. We'll get that set up for you. We'll take a short break. We'll come back and we'll have that for you. Actually, they did call time.
Yep.
Excuse me. 18 seconds left.
3rd down and 9. I mean, not a bad time to try to take one, especially if you're going to try to get an opportunity to do it again. But, I mean, how many timeouts do they have left? They do have 1 timeout left, so they're going to try to get the ball back.
It's 3rd down, so you're going to take that other timeout. See what El Dorado calls here. If they try to run around a little bit with this one, or if they just hand it off and get upfield. You never know. Get a punt, return. Anything can happen. It's a good job by the coaches. Head coach Nick Vaughn. And you could have had a high snap there. Oh, middle screen, pick 6. Can he get in there? He will. That's why you call timeout. Great job from head coach Nick Vaughn.
Huge.
Number 8. I believe Kojaniak Bradford, number 8, I believe. You got a replay on that one, Aaron? Let's watch this replay unfold.
Mistake on tonight. Can't believe it, guys. I just can't believe it. The Wildcats.
I believe that is number 8.
Hey, it almost was like
Can you verify for me? You're a little closer to that monitor. Number 0? If that's 0, that's Zechariah Duhart, and I believe that is correct. I think I just heard the radio say that as well. Huge break right there for Camden Fairview. Almost block kick. Gunner got in there, but he's going to be good. 28-21 with 11 seconds left. Now Camden Fairview's going to have to kick off El Dorado again.
That was massive.
I'm telling you right now, if you're head coach Chris Hill for El Dorado, you're sick to your stomach at the moment. Trying to run a little fake middle screen there and just threw it right to the defender.
Sponsor banner in that folder, by the way. You hear me? Sponsor banner in that folder. Again, we thank the Holt Call Company, Woods Place, and Entergy Arkansas of El Dorado for being a part of our sponsorship team tonight. Same one that you had. It's labeled proud sponsors. Sorry, sometimes we have to do live production.
Wow, we were ready to go to break, and head coach Nick Vaughn said, "Hold up, too many things good can happen here." What a great call. I mean, if they come back and win this game, that's the big difference right there. I mean, it's not coming down to one play, but that was a huge factor. They got to figure some things out, though, in the locker room at halftime on how to stop El Dorado's running game.
Well, here's the thing. They've been able to create enough turnovers to stay in the ball game.
That's right.
And that may end up being the difference. And, I mean, this game was looking like that they were going to go in down 2 scores, if not 3, and now they're down 1 score with 11 seconds to go.
At one point, it was 21-7, and El Dorado was driving.
And that's 3 turnovers.
Fumble, I believe.
3 turnovers in the first half there for El Dorado.
I remember the fumble, that interception. Was it another fumble? I'm trying to remember the first turnover.
We had 2 fumbles and an interception there. Yeah. I mean, El Dorado's got 197 yards total, 137 on the ground. So they've been able to move the football. And, I mean, that's with short fields.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been able to move it pretty much at will.
I mean, they've only stopped themselves.
Camden Fairview, though, they're a beneficiary of that.
Fairview, I believe, has not stopped them one time, unless it was a turnover.
Des Arc leading 22-0 in the second quarter. 4:17 left.
It's going to be an interesting kickoff here. See what head coach Nick Vaughn and Camden Fairview like to do here, how they want to kick it. It looks like he's just going to squib it. Going to bounce off a leg. He'll fall on it at the 33. And that's where El Dorado is going to have the ball with 9 seconds left. I believe we're just going to see a kneel down or a handoff.
I don't have a score right now, but apparently Salem is up big on Prescott at Arkansas Tech University tonight.
Salem, the defending 2A state champs, 3A state champs, and Prescott always good. And they lost a lot off that team last year, but we know they rebuild, they reload, they don't rebuild. And so still a little shocking to hear them ever down big in a 3A game.
Ozark leading Boonville at the half right now as well. That's a big one.
And they're going to nail it down, and that's how we're going to go into half. 28-21. El Dorado with a 7-point lead. Camden Fairview got a little momentum right before the half of a pick 6 off a middle screen. The last play of the half from El Dorado before that kneel down after that kickoff return. We're going to take a break. We'll get you to our Woods Place special, the Road to the Red Plate as well, right after this.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Say that again. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw our locals up. We appreciate the local sponsors always for joining us here. Holt Duck Call Company, appreciate them. Holt Call Company there. Woods Place was big time today. We're going to talk about them here in just a second. And then Entergy of Arkansas for the El Dorado Wildcats. Appreciate them for joining us here on the stream tonight. El every week we go to a certain place. Of course, we travel a long way. We're about pretty close to 3 hours from home tonight here as we travel to these places here to do these high school football games. And obviously, when we go to a place, we got to eat something, right? And we have decided to come up with the road to the red plate. I say we, Aaron Powers here, our esteemed producer, has come up with the road to the red plate. And we have decided to bring you each week a little short. I say short. It's not that short today.
No.
Little, what we would call a short movie,
It's
wouldn't we?
about
I think it's 11 minutes long tonight.
13 is what I have.
But anyway, we've got Woods Place, one of the best places to eat in the state of Arkansas, and it is now entered into the Red Plate Award, and we're looking forward to bringing this to you. So watch this tonight as we bring you the road to the Red Plate, Woods Place here in Camden, Arkansas.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week, we're at Woods Place in Camden, Arkansas, serving fried catfish since 1984. So, Brad, we had a platter of food that they brought out to us. What all was on it?
Frog legs, fried shrimp, boiled shrimp, shrimp etouffee. No, I'm just kidding. We had catfish steaks. We had some fried potatoes and a ribeye. Along with, we had some like appetizers. There was like, what was the cucumbers and what do they call it?
It's like a
Onions and
cucumber
tomatoes.
salad. They call it marinated cucumbers.
There you go.
There's tomatoes and onions in it.
Coleslaw, and then like a tomato relish type of situation.
Yeah, spicy tomato relish.
And we had the bread and the hush puppies too, which the only regrettable thing about that was that I ate too much of that before I started eating this food, which, I mean, I don't even know if you can see what's on the camera right now, but that's what's left over. And wow, this place exceeded much expectations. I was really, really surprised by this. I had frog legs, the ribeye steak, the catfish steak, and the potatoes, and I can't find too many holes to poke in it. It was good. I am full, and again, this place just really exceeded anything that I thought that it would be coming down here. You know, I thought that we're coming down here to eat at, you know, regular restaurant, you know, nothing.
Chicken fried steak.
Yeah, chicken, right, nothing wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the platter that they brought out, the service was amazing. And man, number one, we appreciate all of these businesses that do this. I mean, Ray's last week and Woods this week. This was really, really good, and I'm very impressed.
Duran, go ahead and tell us your thoughts on the food.
Yeah, it was amazing. We got here, we sat down, we had a waitress come out. They brought out hot rolls and hush puppies right off the bat. Hot rolls, you know, I'm a big fan of Texas Roadhouse, and I don't think any place can beat their hot rolls, and this place was right there with it. I mean, yeast rolls, they were amazing. The hush puppies were perfect. But the owner comes out and sees this, and he's like, whoa, what are we doing here? Like, these people are special. He's like, you don't need a menu, just come back here, we got something set up for you. So we come back here, they bring out all kinds of stuff for us, like they talked about earlier. What was it? What do they call the the cucumbers and the tomatoes and the
marinated cucumber salad.
Yeah, marinated cucumber salad. They brought out coleslaw. We had like the pickled green tomatoes and then they bring out this platter. You can see the platter here, or you have multiple times. This platter itself probably weighs 100 pounds. I mean, it is super heavy. It's a cutting board. It's got antlers on it. It's really neat. And I mean, they just brought out the red carpet for us. It was unbelievable. Not really what we were expecting at all. And then the food on it. The ribeye, it was sliced for us. If you put A1 on it, I think A1 made it taste worse. I mean, that's how good this ribeye was. And I'm not just saying that. It was amazing. Catfish fillets, frog legs, best frog legs I've ever had. And frog legs are a big deal in my family. My dad we're always going somewhere, and my dad will complain about, these frog legs are like the size of my pinky, you know, like I ain't seen real good frog legs anywhere in forever. Well, here, I'll just hold it up for you. That's a frog leg. That's what a frog leg looks like. Camden, Arkansas knows what they're doing. Woods Place, they got it set up. I had some of the catfish fillet. I had some fried shrimp. Of course, the ribeye, the frog legs, and then of course all the fixings. And the fries are like a tater chip. They're amazing. And the waitress told us that's one of her favorite things here. But overall, great experience. If you're ever in the area, Camden, you got to stop by. And it is definitely one of the best places to eat in the state of Arkansas.
We got Aaron, the Woj. Tell us what you thought of the platter.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm not generally a fish person, but their catfish was tremendous, and that's what they were known for, was their catfish. I ate way too much fried shrimp, which is my own fault, but that fried shrimp was really good. The steak was amazing. I'm hard to please with steak because I love steak so much, but that was one of the best steaks I've ate in a long time. So, yeah, I have nothing to complain about. The hush puppies are really good, and I do like hush puppies. Those are really good too. So, this place is awesome.
As far as all the fried food was very crispy. The taters were very crispy, very nice.
Wholesome.
Very, very wholesome, yes. Wholesome taters, good, clean, wholesome taters. And the boiled shrimp was really juicy, very nice, not overly done or anything. It wasn't like super tart. And then the coleslaw, very mayonnaisey. Yeah, and I wasn't too crazy. Yeah, yeah.
If you like KFC, well, it's a lot better now, but definitely heavy on the mayonnaise.
Yeah, heavy on the mayonnaise. I didn't really like the pickled tomatoes. Not really my favorite, but I did like the marinated cucumber salad. And then the hush puppies were seasoned very nicely too. So.
Here with Trinity Lane, and she has been here at Woods Place now, what did we say?
Since
you're 16?
2014, so 11 years. 11
years. So it's really cool because last time that we were at Ray's in Monticello, the lady there had been there 19 years. So
oh, wow.
pretty cool deal. Yeah. So we've all been pretty impressed by this place, and the more we put it out, the more it seems like this is a place that we didn't really know about, but a lot of people have known about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. We have people travel from Louisiana, Texas, just to come eat fish. So.
I mean, Louisiana's a little ways, but Texas is a long way.
Yeah, it is.
It's a long way from here. So you're working here. Is this your first job?
This was my first job post high school.
Okay, first job post high school, and you're still here 11 years later. So what is it about this place that keeps you here?
Family. Yeah. It feels like family. James and Patty, they're kind of like everybody's adoptive grandparents or parents. We call James Dad.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be like, go get your daddy. And so, right. he's like everybody's dad or grandpa, and co-workers are all great. Some of the people have been here longer than I have, but we click, and it's just kind of like family,
Well, I think we should have known something. We pulled in here at like 1:35, and the parking lot was full. And the restaurant was full,
yes.
Which, you would expect to walk into maybe an emptying restaurant at that time.
Right.
So what is it about this place that makes it so special?
Well, we have a daily lunch special. It's different every day except Thursdays. It's always barbecue day. but it usually draws in a crowd. And then also, since we have the game tonight, we have a bigger crowd because we have some people coming in from El Dorado that are coming to eat before the game, and then that kind of thing as well. So.
And you guys have been in business now since like '84, is that right?
Since '84. I just read it on a piece of paper to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So yeah, '84.
'84. So you were asked, what's your favorite dish here at Woods?
Chicken fried steak with white gravy. Then you got to get onion rings and a side salad with no tomato and add bacon.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That's
so
it.
when we were looking at the menu, that was one thing that stuck out to me was that one. You had the open face roast, but then we got this platter here, and it's like, holy cow. And that ribeye is honestly one of the best ribeyes I've ever had.
It is so good.
So what is it about your food? Why is your food so good?
Because people actually care, I think.
Yeah.
They care about what they're doing in their job, and our head cook has been here for forever.
Yeah.
He's our morning cook. He's been here, I don't even know how long. I mean, well over 20 years, I'm sure. And then everybody that's back there, they all kind of work together like a well-oiled machine and just tackle it and do what they got to do. And
well, I think you obviously have good ownership as well.
Oh, yes.
For to be here, for so many people to be here for so long.
Yeah.
Tell us about the owners.
So James and Patty, they have the biggest hearts out of anybody I've ever met, and they have seen many people come and go through their doors. But even people who aren't here anymore, like that aren't working anymore, they still take care of them, check on them, and they take care of us, and they've just always loved their employees, and make sure that we're doing okay so they can do okay.
What does this place mean to Camden?
Well, selfishly, I'd say it's kind of like the heart of Camden because it's been around for so long and because I work here. But, it means a lot because it's got a lot of history. There's people that have worked here since day one. There's people that have come and gone, and it's just, we have people travel from all over, and it just brings in some revenue for Camden too. So it's a nice addition to the family.
Talk a little bit about, there's tons of Grape Bed around here. What's that about?
Grape Bed is a soda that was originally manufactured in Camden, and I don't know where it is now, but it started here, and so James had a few things, and then customers saw and just brought more stuff, and his collection has grown exponentially.
We counted at least 30 different signs at one point here, which is probably not enough. There's probably more that have Grape Bed on it. So that's a pretty neat thing that you guys do here, and a good piece of Camden. So I don't get that you're a football fan too much when talking to you, but we got Camden, Fairview, and El Dorado tonight. Who do you have? Who's your pick?
I have to go Camden because it's my hometown.
All right. Yeah, I would like to see one person go against them. So this platter, they brought it out. Two people had to bring out the platter and then what was on it. So we can't say enough about what you guys have done rolling out the red carpet for us. That's great.
Absolutely.
It's
great.
We
love it.
Make sure that you join us here, the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week every week, and hopefully we're going to have a red plate place to eat at every week. So we appreciate Woods for having us, and appreciate you for your hospitality.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, we're back at Cardinal Stadium here, 28-21. El Dorado clinging to a 7-point lead here at the half. We got about 5 minutes left. We're going to get you to some halftime statistics, what we saw in the first half. Brad, I'll let you take those away.
All right. For the Camden Fairview Cardinals, been able to stay in the ball game, and Tell you what, they've looked like they've been on the edge tonight, Duran. Really, you can see offensively not putting up just a ton of yardage, 83 yards through the air, 43 yards on the ground, 126, but they've been able to get into the end zone 3 times. El Dorado has really had trouble tonight with turnovers, 3 turnovers, couple fumbles as they were driving. They've been able to run the ball at will for the most part, but again, not able to put it all in the end zone here. 143 on the ground, 60 through the air. I'm not sure about that one. Anyway, 60 through the air, 203 total for the El Dorado Wildcats, but it's been the turnovers that have gotten them.
Wow.
And I'm not sure about that turnover
Yeah, we
stat
think
there
it's
for
3
us.
turnovers, none for Fordyce, except for turnover on downs.
Camden Fairview. Yeah, we're getting conflicting reports. You know how it goes. It's hard to keep up sometimes. But anyway, well, with that being said, game stats, everything favors El Dorado. Scoreboard favors them. Well, 28-21. But we know that the end of the half there, that interception on that screen, taking it back for pick six, that was as big a momentum swing as you can have in a high school football game. We'll see if that comes out to be anything because, again, one way to settle that down is to come out and enforce your will by running the football. Camden Fairview's not showing that they can really stop them. They're not showing that they can really run the football either, but they've been able to stay in the ball game so far, 28-21, so they're right there with them.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of a little bit if you're a Razorback fan, the Oklahoma State game last year. Arkansas being El Dorado, just having all kinds of yards, doing what they want, almost broke records in that game. But the turnovers is what killed them, and it kept Oklahoma State in the game, and that's what El Dorado is doing for Camden Fairview right now. They're keeping them in the game, and if they keep that door open, it just takes a little crack. Camden Fairview is way too good, got too many athletes. You can't keep giving them life like this.
Yeah.
So if El Dorado can hold on to the football, can continue to do what's worked for them in the first half, they're going to be in good shape. But if they continue to turn it over, I'm telling you right now, Camden Fairview will steal one right now.
28-21 is your score. We've got about 2:39 left here in the first half, or halftime, I should say. Looks like they're probably going to throw a little bit extra on the clock. Camden Fairview marching band still out there marching right now here in this ball game. But, man, we're glad to be here. It's been a good trip down here to South Arkansas, 2 weeks in a row for us. Down here to South Arkansas, last week to Monticello, and this week to Camden. Next week we'll be at Dardanelle, and Dardanelle and Elkins in a tussle right now. I think that one's tied at 14 at the half. There in Dardanelle. Big time matchup there between the number 2 and number 4 teams. We've got Dardanelle and Nashville next week. They're live from Dardanelle, and instead of us traveling 3 hours, we'll travel about 3 minutes.
Basically. Yeah. It's going to be a fun night over at Dardanelle, and a little bit of maybe a revenge game for Dardanelle. I'm sorry. It's Nashville. I'm thinking them tonight. They're playing Elkins, but yeah, I mean, we're excited to see Brad Cheshire at Nashville now and what he's going to do with that program. And of course, we've been around Dardanelle in our little home area, covered them quite a bit over the years. So it's going to be fun to see how that one turns out. It ought to be one heck of a ball game.
Absolutely. Should be. Last year, that was a one-score ball game at Nashville. That was after Dardanelle bounced back after getting thumped by Elkins. Dardanelle's a good football team in the top of the 4A for sure. And tonight, they're really having a tussle. Of course, Elkins is a very well-coached football team, very good football team. Expect both those teams to play deep into the playoffs. And we've got, looks like El Dorado's coming back onto the field right now. Like I said, you're going to get at least 3 more minutes put on the clock here for halftime, which I don't even know why they just don't go to 23-minute halftimes because that's every
time.
It's every time now. So anyway, but it's been a good time here so far. We're looking forward to a great second half and looking forward to more content right here on the Arkansas Sports Network on both Facebook and YouTube. If you haven't already, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And man, I'll tell you what, our Facebook has really grown over the last few weeks and months. I mean, we've went from right around 50,000 to like 56,000 over the summer, and we're pushing 57 on high school. We got the Razorback side of things, ASN. We got right at 42 on that one, and just a lot of stuff happening, good stuff here on ASN.
Yep, lots of great content. Camden Fairview's coming back on the field. El Dorado's down there. They're getting stretched out. But, yeah, definitely an extra 3 here. I mean, they didn't put it on the clock, but that's what we're getting. So let's take a break. We'll come back, and we're going to get you over to second half action right after this on ASN.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Appreciate all of our sponsors for joining us here. The D3 Auto Sales MVP and Arkansas Tech University for being the title sponsor. We got PFG online for the team of the week. And then we always have local sponsors that come in, and we want to thank the Holt Call Company. Duck calls. I know there's people that are listening right now that like them duck calls. Look up the Holt Call Company. Woods Place, we bragged on them. We made a miniature movie about them. They is really one of the best places in the state of Arkansas to eat. And then you've got Entergy Arkansas. These guys down here, they're telling me, you're right. Y'all, we can't deny it. It just is what it is. Energy Arkansas, down there with the El Dorado side of things. Thank you for joining us. Promise you it's a big help to us. Looks like Fairview's going to kick it off. I'll turn it back over to Duran Miller.
All right, here we go. Second half of action, and El Dorado's going to get the ball first. See if they can get back up on Camden Fairview by 2 possessions like they've kind of done repeatedly. It's been 1 possession, 2 possessions, 1 possession. Had multiple times to go up 3 possessions and shot themselves in the foot. Kickoff is going to be a little short. We've seen that all night. It's going to bound at the 26. Going to get a nice roll for Camden Fairview, and they can't pick it up. And that's going to be a great job. They're going to start at the 13-yard line.
A couple positive plays in a row here for Fairview, ending the half on the defensive interception, pick 6. And then now, they've given short field after short field after short field. And right now they got El Dorado pinned up down. It looks like they're going to start on about the 13, 14-yard lines where they're going to spot it.
So head coach Nick Vaughn can't be any happier with that result coming out of the half on that kickoff.
And they are going to start on the 13-yard line. Now the question is, can they stop the running game of El Dorado?
So you got Cannon Jacobs at quarterback. Believe he's got number 4 back there beside him, Christian Williams. And that one's going to be possibly a lateral. They're going to blow it dead. They're going to say it was a forward pass. So 2nd and 10. They're off schedule already a little bit.
No, they didn't ask me, but I would have started the half with a run.
Trying to trick them, maybe.
Right? Maybe so. Maybe so.
Didn't work.
Got a lot of Gold Wildcats, a lot of El Dorado fans in here.
So Cannon Jacobs back in the shotgun again. It's going to give it to the running back. I believe that's Christian Williams, number 4 over the right side. Or is that number 6? That is number 6, which is Jeremy Samuel. And he's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4. I'm trying to find a spot here.
Yeah, it's going to be about a long
3.
4 there.
Yeah.
Real close to 5 on that one.
Yeah, you're right. 2nd and about 6. I'm sorry, 3rd and about 6 after that incompletion.
Big play right here.
Big play. El Dorado definitely trying to get a first down. This could be huge for Camden Fairview and the momentum they gain right there at the end of the half. They can get a stop. Quarterback has it. He's looking. He's going to find a guy up the middle. Dropped it in the bucket right over the defender. He almost breaks the tackle. He's going to have a big first down all the way up to the 34-yard line.
Always good to have a good tight end on 3rd down. Number 81.
81, Jashun McGee.
Got about 18 yards on that.
Senior for the Wildcats. So 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line.
Make that 17.
Going to hand it off to Samuel over the right side. He's going to get to the 2nd level. Going to pick up about 7 on the play. Great play on 1st down. El Dorado continues to get what they want on that running play. They've gone across the right end, outside multiple times tonight, and 9 times out of 10, Camden Fairview has not had an answer for it.
Yeah, they're running that wide zone pretty well right now, and it's working well for them, and they're not able to stop it. I think Samuel does a good job on finding the hole and hitting it.
High snap, gets the handoff down pretty quickly, but much better penetration from the inside out that time from Camden Fairview, but we got a flag, maybe a late hit.
Got number 26 on that carry, by the way.
Caden Freer, Jr.
Cardinals had a great defensive stop, a loss on play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cardinals to give him knockback.
Yep,
tough one there.
First down. They would have had a good stop that time.
Penalty moves the ball inside the 45, number 44-yard line. 1st and 10 on the break. Wildcats may take a shot downfield. Quarterback inside the trenches. Forward. Play. I don't know why we're going guys forward. Now it's just take it down at the spine.
They pick up a 2 on this one. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Working through some some technical issues here.
On the tear, and 2nd to the 8.
There we go. All right, 2nd and 8. Shotgun formation, 4 wide. He's looking to throw. This time he beats his man wide open. He's free. Going to have a touchdown by El Dorado. And what a throw. Great throw from Cannon Jacobs. Put it on the money. Receiver did a good job getting by his man.
I believe that was number 81 again, by the way.
If that was 81. That was Mr. Jashun McGee.
When you play cornerback, Antonio, you are pass.
280 live devices on us right now. We appreciate y'all. Jacobs just back in the pocket and just a great route from his receiver.
Great throw. Man. I mean, he never broke stride on that one, Duran. I mean, he just put it right in his pocket.
And have offsides on the PAT. So now they're going to re-kick it.
Another PAT after the onside of the Cardinals defense. 21-34 Wildcats come out.
I said earlier that
And
Elkins.
that one got it in there. That was number 82 on the kick. We don't have 82 on our roster, so we apologize. It's good. 35-21. El Dorado, 14-point lead. Camden Fairview finds himself down 2 possessions again, just like that.
I said earlier that Elkins and Dardanelle were tied at 14. That was not true. They were actually tied at 7 at the half. Elkins just kicks a field goal to go up 10-7 in that ball game.
Pivotal point in this game right now. Camden Fairview definitely needs to get the football here and go down and answer this score and keep this thing close. They had a nice kick return there before the right there at the end of the second half. Let's see what they can do on this one.
Camden's just got to stay within 1 score. They need to get to the fourth quarter within 1 score, and then, maybe they can figure a way to get a turnover from
finally get a stop.
El Dorado, get a stop. Maybe they can kind of outlast them energy-wise. Right now, El Dorado's pretty much having their way offensively.
Right now, El Dorado's matched what they scored in this game last year as they won it 35-34 at El Dorado.
Number 40 kicking off, by the way.
Number 40 is Jamara Utzi. I'm sorry, wrong roster there. I apologize. That's Eric Flores, sophomore. And he's going to kick it over to the right side, left side for Camden Fairview. He's going to let it bounce. That was very dangerous as there's a lot of football. Able to get over on it, though, and they'll start at about the 17, maybe 18-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, we got a lot of El Dorado folks in this comment chat. Anybody out there that's not El Dorado, let us know. We appreciate the El Dorado folks, I promise you. But let us know. You out there, that's right. Who you watching?
Where are you watching from as well? Let us know. Last week we had New Orleans.
Yeah.
Where else do we have? I want to say like New York or New Jersey.
I believe so, yeah. That's pretty cool every time we come out, get something like that, get somebody speaking up from Florida or New York or wherever.
Shotgun formation. Got a bunch on the left. They're going to hand it off to the running back right between the tackles. He's going to carry his man over to the 20-yard line, pick up a 2, make a 2nd and 8 for Camden Fairview, and we're going to get quite a few subs coming in and out. 40 comes back in the game. That is Jamira Utzi for Camden Fairview, and they're going quicker here. Looking to pass. He's going out. Oh, it was a trick play. I saw 3 coming out. I almost said that. He's got the ball. He looks like he's going to get run down, but it's a huge. Oh, and he fumbles at the end.
They say he's down.
I'm not sure. He's down, and I'm not 100% sure either. Let's get a replay. Make sure you capture that now if you haven't already. Aaron Powers all the way down to the 17-yard line. And I saw 3 come out, or 3 come on. I'm sorry. It was 3 coming out and only 2 coming on. I was like, what? I was like, I guess I just missed somebody, and I just kind of dismissed it. It was the old trick play. Stay right there on the sideline, on your own sideline where you blend in with your team. Let's watch, see if he's down before this ball comes out. Carrying it like a loaf of bread at the end there.
Yeah, he probably
might have been down.
Yep.
Now we're going 3 wide, and did we get a timeout call?
Referee stopping the
Referees
play
are
there.
talking. I don't think so. Aaron, our producer, said they're looking at the replay. Okay, so here we go. 3 wide, 1 running back. Dude gets the snap. He's going to hand it to the running back over the right side. I believe that's Robinson, number 30. Was a thrower. I'm sorry. That was Robinson, 28. Robinson on the carry. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. Looks like 2nd and 7.
Oh, Ozark, 28-14.
Over
Up
who?
over Boonville right now.
Yep, Ozarks. They got the right man at the helm for sure, and they got a lot of talent. There's a handoff. Quarterback's going to keep actually, and he gets the big pop. Let's
Goodness
see if he'll
gracious.
pop up quickly. He does, but
lost a 2
boy,
on that.
Brody Dude took a pop that time.
You know, he just doesn't have quite the speed to get to the edge, especially against this El Dorado squad. They're closing those gaps fast. I tell you what, that linebacker safety core for El Dorado, they close the ground down pretty quickly.
7:47 to go here in the third. Camden Fairview down 31. 4 wide this time, 1 running back, third down and about 9. Now we're going to have a motion man, and we're going to have a false start.
Here's a new one for you, Jermaine.
5-yard penalty. It's going to make it 3rd and 14.
Go Cats watching from a cruise in the Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
Hey, I like that. I like it.
Carnival, which one you on?
We got another one watching from the airplane. So we got one on a cruise ship, one on the airplane.
Wow. We're
watching from Hong Kong,
We're
y'all.
taking Arkansas by land, water, space.
From
maybe.
Hong Kong right now.
Hong Kong, wow.
That's awesome. Right.
So here we go. 3rd and 14. Trips to the right. Got a tight end on the left side, 1 running back. He's back. He's looking to throw, trying to drop it in the bucket. Almost picked off. A little bit behind his receiver. And that is going to be a turnover. No, I'm sorry. 4th down. Bring up 4th and 14.
That was a dangerous throw right there.
Decision time right here. They try to get it all back on that play. And, if you're going to go for it, maybe you want to get half of it. It would have been a 2-down top situation. But they try to get it all. Doesn't work out. And they're going to try to kick a field goal, maybe. No. Nope. They're definitely.
Better bring your best play out here, right now.
They're going to go for it. So we got 5 wide, empty set. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Brody Dews gets the snap. He's looking, steps up in the pocket. He gets hit. That's going to be intercepted. Just take a knee. Nope, he's going to run it out. Can he get past the 20? Was it a good decision? It was. He got to about the 21. We'll get the forward progression.
Big play there by El Dorado.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker right now for Camden Fairview. Big stop from El Dorado on that drive. Right now, it's up to the Camden Fairview defense. They got to get a stop or get a turnover, get this ball back to their offense.
Yeah, it's not looking real good right now for Camden because it seems like they're trying to hang in there by the skin of their teeth. And, that they're driving. You got to take advantage when you get inside the 20. They ran one of their better plays to get down there. And, here they are now. They threw the interception in the end zone. It just seems like the momentum is against them right now.
So here comes Cannon Jacobs and the El Dorado offense. He'll hand it off to his running back. He's going to have about a 2-yard, maybe 3-yard gain. Get the number for you as the muddy water clears. That is number 6. That is Jeremy Samuel. Samuel's been the main ball carrier tonight. They have gone to Christian Williams quite a bit. Had a few other guys get in there and carry the ball at times. But,
Samuel again.
And there is Samuel. And he's going to have a 1st down and more.
See, the problem that they're running into is they can get him for 3 one time, but the next time he goes for 14, 15. And that's exactly what happened there. And it just seems like 2 carries in a row, just almost impossible to keep him going backward.
They're going to spot it at the 36-yard line. Looked like he lost a yard on the spot when they threw it over to the guy setting it down from where they marked it. Nonetheless, 1st down for El Dorado. This is a pivotal drive. I feel like if they get down 3 scores, Camden is in a lot of trouble. Got to bow their backs right now. Got to hand it off to the running back this time. Got a new runner in there. He's got the edge, and he's close to the sticks again. I believe that was number 26, Caden Creer. A junior runner for him.
Looks like they might spot that just a little bit short of the stick there. And now they got the stick down. They break the stick when they ran out of bounds there.
Something over here. Got something going on. Now they've picked it up. Got a timeout. I believe El Dorado called it because they were already out there huddled up like they called it. So We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide the best.
All right, we're back right out of that timeout, and they're going to throw it, and he's not going to get much at all. Bumped out of bounds, just shy of the first down. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, they've done just trying to get that tight end involved quite a bit, and it's worked out pretty well. That time, nice job by Camden Fairview.
They're going to put the nose of the ball on the 45. They're going to get 1 full yard here. Quarterback keeps, and that was a bad decision that time. Great defense on the edge. Is that number 11 got in there? Jaquarius Thompson.
I think if you're El Dorado, you go for this.
I think that might be 0. Zechariah Duhart had a big play. I think he had the pick earlier. He did, the pick 6. Yeah, it was. It was Duhart.
Yeah. I think you go for this if you're El Dorado right now because.
I mean, how many times have they stopped you?
Exactly.
You know?
And boy, I tell you what, they got a nice spot on that. That was not where that ball's at right now. Or have they moved it yet? Maybe they haven't moved the stick yet. Where are they spotting that ball?
Oh, we got a penalty.
Man.
On Camden.
Oh, and we got another one coming out.
And now another one. They must have heard some chirping or something after.
We got a horse collar, and then we got an unsportsmanlike penalty after. No
good. It's a 15-yarder. And now, unsportsmanlike is going to be, I believe it'll be another 15. That's going to be 30 yards.
Yeah, that's a killer.
After the play.
That's a killer. That is a killer right there. I mean, you had them stopped. It was 4th down. You had to make them make a decision at least, and then you get a couple penalties on the play. And
got to keep your composure.
And now they're down. What are they down to? About the 27-yard line?
Yeah, they are on the 28 actually. And they're bringing out Duhart, which I don't know if he was involved, but coach is upset on the sideline. And like I said, I have no idea who the penalties were on at all. So bringing him out, setting up a different defense here. And right now, Camden is self-destructed a little bit in the second half. Camden Fairview. See if they can get Dorado off schedule here. Got to put those plays behind you. Nothing you can do about them now. And now we get a timeout from Camden Fairview. So we'll take a break. It's 35-21. El Dorado once again in Camden Fairview territory.
Everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back at Cardinal Stadium. 35-21, El Dorado is marching down the field, and Camden Fairview just had I had a horse collar and then an unsportsmanlike penalty after that. That gave 30 yards to El Dorado, and they are now cooking deep in Camden Fairview territory. Handoff over the right side. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4. And I believe that was Samuel. It was.
Samuel, good ball carrier, man. He's getting close to 100 yards here. 16 carries, 98 yards, 6.1 every time he touches the ball.
Had 1203 last year as a a junior with 15 touchdowns. When I can see why. And here he goes again between the tackles. Going to have a first down.
By the way, we got another quarterback in the game.
So we got a lineman down as well. Yeah, is that number 11 that's coming to the game? Gavin Jacobs. Which, is that Cannon Jacobs? Are they related? Is that his brother? Let us know in the comments. Yeah. Gavin, I've got as a junior, and Cannon is a senior. Charleston up big right now on Pottsville, 42-7. You got some more scores?
28-21
cutting it a little closer now. It was 28-14, now 28-21. And here we go. Trying to see if that's Gavin or Cannon in there. Handed it off over the right side. He running back busted up in there. A pretty hard run that time. Physical run. That was Samuel again.
Yep. I believe we've got him down now for 111.
Got about 2 on that one. Not much, but tough run. There was a lot of traffic there from Camden Fairview. Played well on that one. So, second up. Long 8, short 9. 4 wide. 5 wide, excuse me. Now a man in motion. High snap. Quarterback's going to keep, and that is Cannon back in there. And he's going to get all the way down inside the 5, close to the 2.
Got a 14-yard gain there for Cannon. I'll tell you what, he is responsible for 5 touchdowns so far tonight.
1. Yep, he's going to try to make a 6th one right here if they let him take it in himself. He's under center. Looks like a sneak, and it's going to be. Goes over the left side, gets pushed back a little bit, some resistance, but keeps turning the legs, and he's in. And we got an El Dorado helmet off, but it is a touchdown, and they're up 41-21, just like that.
That was a dagger right there between the interception and the end zone. Being able to drive all the way back down here. What was it? A couple-minute drive, not real long. El Dorado now in control of this one, up 3 scores. We had talked about, trying to get that back to a 1-score game going into the 4th. Doesn't look like we're going to get there.
Right. That was a 79-yard drive by the Wildcats. Really took a lot of time off the clock, and it's broken the backs a little bit right now. And that's a bad snap. Holder's going to try to make something out of it. He's going to throw it. It's picked. It was a deflected now pick, but in high school football, you can return an extra point or a PAT or a 2-point conversion attempt.
Gavin is Cannon's uncle.
Uncle? Wow.
What to say? That's what they say.
It reminds me of Riverview basketball a few years ago. They had we thought they were twins, the same year and everything, and they were uncle and nephew.
Yeah, that's true.
So, we'll keep it here.
Yep.
Actually, let's pull up the local banner. 41-21 after the failed PAT. We want to thank Holt
Duck Call
Company and Energy here in El Dorado sponsoring them. And, of course, Woods Place, and you saw that feature we did at halftime. Thank you for those sponsors helping bring this to us, helping bring this to you. Can't do it without them. We really can't.
Lakeside leading Sheridan 21-12 right now. Hot Springs Lakeside, really good football team. That's, Fairview people especially. That's a score of note to them because
Lakeside's really good.
They're in that conference.
They really won big last week. I'm trying to remember who they were playing off the top of my head. Do you remember, Brad? Lakeside.
They beat Lake Hamilton 56-20 last week.
And that's a good Lake Hamilton team, and they beat them bad. So,
you go up a class.
Hanging in there.
You go up a class and you win a game like that, it's a big deal. Desark leading Hazen 38-3 in the 3rd. Looks like that's a mercy rule game now.
Eric Flores gets set to kick it off here for a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. It's going to be short. They're going to be filling in at the 27. Gets up, weaves through traffic, and he's got the edge, and that is, I believe, number 4.
Oh, is he going to get it?
Browning.
He is.
He's going to go all the way back. I do not see a flag on a play, and that is a quick way to get yourself right back into a football game.
Man, kind of out of nowhere there, Camden Fairview. Again, little things here and there. They're just right there, staying close enough, but they've got to find a way to get some stops.
And there's a flag on a play.
I got a coach over here dying. I can hear with the headphones on and everything. You hear a coach. He is living and dying right now. There is a flag.
It's at the 37, and now we got an unsportsmanlike. Add 15 more on at the end. And Camden Fairview is losing their composure a couple times here. Can't do that,
Man, you turn it over. You go from scoring the touchdown. You get a flag in the backfield. Now you got unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's going to back them up beyond the 50-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if it's a – did you already see the call? Was it a back
almost 100% it's going to be on Camden Fairview.
Oh, I know that. That's why they got the unsportsmanlike.
Right.
But was a blocking a back. I didn't see it.
And that was a spot foul. So look how far back they're gone. They went all the way back to the 38-yard line after returning that thing for a touchdown.
Yep. So 10 yards for holding from the spot of that one, and then 15 tacked on top of that for the unsportsmanlike penalty. I coach youth softball, and sometimes you get a bad call, and, I've had players want to complain and say something, to the umpire or whatever. There's nothing you can do. That play's over. You can't do that. You got to keep your composure, and you just got to wipe it away. You got to go out and play the next play, because if you don't, you get yourself in this type of situation, and now it's much tougher on you. 5 wide, empty set. Dow is going to roll out. He's going to have some space. Going to get ahead of steam. He's going to have a first down. He'll dive down and give himself up at the 48 of El Dorado. A nice pickup on first down by Brody Dew.
That's the first time that he's really been able to get outside and get some yardage there. 14-yard gain on that play.
Brody Dow, not Dew. I apologize. Nice pickup, and like you said, first time he's really been able to get free and get some big yardage. We're going to go empty set again. He's going to step up, got a man up the seam, goes through his hands, bounced in the air, and too much speed on that Wildcat defense to let that ball hit the turf. That is number 1 on the interception, Jacory Lumsey. And that's going to end the drive, and we got a couple Camden Fairview Cardinals getting up a little slow at the end.
Well, it's just getting rough. Seems like the ball's just not bouncing the way of the Cardinals right now. You go from returning the kickoff for a touchdown to going back to the 38-yard line, and then all of a sudden you push across the 50. You start getting a little bit going and then intercept the ball. We've seen Dow throw it into peril here over the last couple minutes here, and it just ain't working out for him right now.
So here we go, El Dorado Wildcats with a 20-point lead. Going to go try to add to it. They're going to hand it off. Sweep action, a little hezzy move. He gets the corner. That's Williams, and he's finally going to get rode down right around the 29, 30-yard line, it looks like. Christian Williams with a big-time carry, and that little stutter he did was impressive.
Uh-huh. Well, they've got guys that can carry the football, no doubt about that.
Ozark has scored again. They're up 34-21 after the 2-point conversion is no good over Boonville. Dardanelle's taking a lead back over Elkins 14-10. Hector and Perryville tied at 20. So here we go. El Dorado has the ball. They're going to just whip it out quickly. The slot man, he's going to have an easy first down.
Looks like number 12 maybe on that catch.
That's 12. That is Cortland Rozier. Rozier, according to the PA announcer there. Nice pickup on that play.
Tell you what, this offense of El Dorado really looking good here in the second half, really a little bit more diverse than they were in the first. But it all starts with that running game, and they've got a plethora of backs that can carry it, but they predicate that offense, and they can throw it off that run.
Running back comes in motion on a wheel route, and they're going to hit it underneath on the receiver. That was a really nice draw up. A lot of eyes followed that running back deep, and they hit the underneath man. And he gets another first down. Well, looks like they're going to spot him. I think he's shy. Yeah, he's definitely shy. So it's going to be at the 11-yard line.
About 8-yard gain on that.
2nd and 2. Four wide again. Going to come in motion again this time. They'll give it to the running back on a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. He's going to be just shy. It's a good tackle. Good job defensively by Camden to stop him right there. They got to keep doing that. Looks like big number 90 coming in for Camden Fairview, giving them some more size on that line. Teddy Thompson. He's just a sophomore getting in the game.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Got him spread out again. Got a tight end on the left side. I apologize. I thought it was, but it wasn't. There's 2 linemen over there. One split out real wide.
Be another first down, though, nonetheless.
Inside the 5. Is that Samuel or? Looked like Samuel to me on that one. Number 6, it was.
Yes.
So Jacobs back in a shotgun, 3 wide. This time he'll give it to Samuel again. He's going to be still fighting for it. Dorado wants to call, and there's a flag laid. I think there was some extracurricular with the receiver and the corner on the far side.
Got 2 flags on the play.
And he takes his helmet off and is running off the field. And Camden right now just got to keep their composure.
We have an 18-wheeler parked in front of the stadium. It needs to be moved. 18-wheeler in front of the stadium.
Waiting on the call here.
Charleston wins 42-7 over Pottsville. Charleston, the number 6 team in our 3A poll. Really got a chance to move up after that win. Boonville right now down to Ozark. In jeopardy of falling to 0-2.
Got offsetting here. So the ball's going to be marked at the 1.
Replay the down.
Oh, they're going to replay the down. That's right. Okay.
Tell you what, Samuel wants to get him a touchdown. He better get in because I'm going to tell you, Cannon's going to get that touchdown again if he ain't careful.
So it'll be first down again. Ball's between the 3 and the 4 yard line.
All right, so it's first and goal from the 4.
He's going to fake it. Oh, he tries to do a jump pass, and it's deflected. I don't know if it was deflected, but there was contact made. He's not able to get it off. Good job by the defender shooting in there that time, putting the pressure in Jacob's face. So, 1:56 to go in the 3rd. Now we'll try it again. As El Dorado's, they got 2nd and goal. This time, wow, they blew it dead. False start. That's going to back them up 5. That's going to make it replay to down. So it'd be 2nd about 9, 3.5, about where they were.
Kind of going back. Going backward.
Got a bunch to the right. They're going to run to the left. It's an option pitch out to Samuel. He's getting flipped over at the 5. He lands hard. He's getting up a little slowly. Looks like he's going to be all right. He'll get back down to about the 2-yard line, and it's going to be third and goal from the 2.
Well, I love the diversity of this offense. You do not know where that ball is going. It's throw it out to the flank, screen pass, quick option, wide zone. I mean, they're really kind of breaking out the bag of tricks tonight.
Cannon Jacobs back at quarterback. Samuel kind of bent over, hurt still, and now we got another false start as either they didn't snap it, but I'm not sure. The split in over here on this side, he took off, and he's coming out. So now, 3rd and 7.
So all that gained.
3rd and goal at the 7.
Negated.
The only issue is the clock is just melting away if you're a Camden Fairview fan. Four wide. Jacobs looks, going back the other way. That's basically the play they threw the pick 6 on, and that one was dangerous. That goes through the hands of the receiver too high. He got hit right as he was getting the ball, making contact with the ball, and that is finally going to bring up 4th down and goal.
Tell you what,
7.
you got to have great timing on that play to make that thing work right. I mean, that receiver's got to catch that ball and really be able to peel up the field on that play, and that's a tough play to execute.
The quarterback's really got it's a tough job for him because he's got to completely turn around. Even though he's already in the motion to throw it, he thinks this guy's going to be there, but you got to see it before you let it go. And there's a timeout by El Dorado. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll find out what happens here on 4th and goal at the 7 right after this.
Belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
So here we go, 4th and goal at the 7. El Dorado, if we don't have a penalty, we will end the drive here. We're going to hand it off. It's a double reverse, little wing T-top action. Then an option flare, a little radar option at the end. Back to the quarterback, and there's that touchdown you've been talking about.
I'm telling you, man.
Is that 6 for Cannon?
That's 6.
6 touchdowns for Cannon Jacobs tonight. He's having himself a record day.
You do realize.
Oh, and there's a flag on the play.
It was coming after the play is the way it looked. But you do realize they had a pass off that, too. They had an option to throw that ball. In fact, both of those guys had an option to throw that ball.
RPO of all RPOs here. Such a long play. I'm surprised we got the whole thing in that capture. Great job. Perfect pitch. And he just put his foot in the ground and got vertical and got through the defenders to the end zone. But the flag looks like holding.
Well, that's big. And I was wrong. They were blocking, so that was a run all the way.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty is going to bring up. Well, it'll depend on the spot of where the holding was, but it looks like they've already marked it at the 14. So
my only issue with that play is you just put that on film in a 3-score game, getting late in the 3rd quarter. You know, you might want to pull that one out later. But that was a heck of a play there.
They're going to go for it. No field goal kicker. So
4th down
and pass.
14.
4 wide, 1 running back, and they just snap it. False start. I'm not sure what's going on. Someone called a timeout. I think El Dorado did.
Well, I can see from here, Coach Chris Hill is hot right now.
He's upset. But we've got the timeout. Let's take another break. We'll come back right after this. Yeah, we go ahead and put the locals up instead if you'd like. I want to thank Hope Duck Calls in Energy
Camden.
Here in El Dorado.
Yeah, Camden.
And Woods Place as well for Camden. I keep going across. I forgot we got them both on that banner.
Yep.
But Hope Duck Calls, big sponsor for Camden Fairview tonight, and Woods Place, another one for Camden Fairview, and Energy for El Dorado.
Yes, thank him for joining us here. Big help. What we're doing here at ASN, all these local sponsors, just a big boost to us for sure.
I didn't even hear you most of the time. The Camden thing, yeah, I say it every once in a while. Right. So here we go.
Well,
and there is a flag.
It just keeps on. The possession that will never end. It goes on and on, my friend. These guys are telling us down here for Camden. Now, we weren't talking about Camden football that time. We were talking about Camden sponsors.
Right.
But I guess I did say for Camden. So,
yeah.
So Camden Fairview.
If you're from Camden Fairview, you don't want to be called Camden.
That's true.
We found out tonight. But other places in the state, when you hear Camden, you just kind of know it's Camden Fairview. Because Camden Harmony Grove don't want to be called Camden Harmony Grove. They want to be called Harmony Grove, Washita County.
Yep.
We try to get it right. I've said it a bunch, and I've been trying to correct it every time I do it.
So we go from fourth down. Is it still fourth down or is it first down? It is. Not an automatic first down on that play.
Right. But they only.
Oh, they're running the same play again. It's open.
That was a forward.
Hop.
He's down at the 1.
Did not get it.
So if the yard line was it not the 14 after that other penalty?
It was half the distance to the goal line, so 14 to the 7, and they ran that play again, got down to about the 2-yard line.
It's a 15-yard penalty, but it would have put you in end zone, which gives you half the distance.
Half the distance, right.
But, okay.
Man, big hit at the goal line there. You got a replay on that? Let's take a look at that while we can.
Yeah.
Do it again.
They put first down up there, which we knew it wasn't right. But, yeah, so they put it back at the 7, and they get the stop. So now Camden Fairview gets the stop, but they're going to be in their own end zone. This is a tricky area here for safety. I'd like to see a handoff and see if you can get yourself some breathing room.
What a hit. What a hit at the end of that.
You see the number of the running back. Looks like they're Wildcat formation, and he gets out of there, slips out.
Gain of about 6 inches there.
Yeah.
Said
Browning.
Browning.
A yard, but, yeah, that's he came in earlier in the Wildcat. Dayton Browning, number 4, is a junior for this squad. He's an electric guy. He's the guy that ran down the seam earlier, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. You see a flag? I don't see a flag.
So 2nd and 9.
No flag.
Ball at about the 2-yard line. Shy of the 2, really. It's barely past the 1.
This is where Houston Nutt would come out, pump fake, throw it down the sideline.
Well, they got 4 wide with an H-back. Empty set. Now this Wildcat. He runs into his H-back. He's hitting the backfield. That is a safety. And it is 43-21. And they're going to have to punt the football to El Dorado.
Nothing going right for them right now. And the snowball has started to roll against them right now.
Wow.
Man, I tell you what, this El Dorado team pretty impressive tonight.
They really are.
Very physical at the point of attack. And, I know they lost to Little Rock Christian last week, but, man, you play Little Rock Christian, it's a whole different level. It's a whole different ball game,
Mm-hmm.
Little Rock Christian, Shiloh Christian, would say Pulaski Academy. I'm interested to see what a score update is there. Robinson last week really made a statement with that 53-14 win against Pulaski Academy, but usually if you're playing a team like that, you're in for a fight. Right. El Dorado played them, lost 38-14, and really probably wasn't even that close, to be honest with you. But tonight they have rebounded and played very well.
I had them favored coming in, but I didn't think it would be, I thought it would be a one-possession game. And definitely didn't expect them to do what they've done on offense.
Dardanelle beating Elkins right now with 55 seconds to play, 14-10.
Still 14-10. Is it Elkins' ball?
I don't know. Bill can give us that update there, but that's an old-fashioned slobber knocker right there. 14-10. With that high-powered offense is there.
The cliches.
Dardanelle ball.
Leave a little meat on the bone.
Whoa, Nelly. We got an old-fashioned slobber knocker right here.
You can't just say slobberknocker. You got to say slobberknocker.
Well,
Right? Like
Keith
you
Jackson.
love doing that.
Keith Jackson.
I know slobberknocker from Coach Carnes at Dover. That
Yeah.
was the slobberknocker defense, 1995. And I'm not sure if he learned that from Tommy Tice or not. He was under him at Harrison for many years.
I did not know that.
Punt, kick this from the 20, and he's going to fly it down the hash to the 40. Picked up by Christian Williams. He's got room. He's got the edge, and he's finally going to be corralled out of bounds. Looks like he's going to get the 44-yard line. I'm sorry, make that the 34-yard line. 34-yard line is where they'll start. Another short field for El Dorado. They have a good chance to put 50 on the board here.
Yeah.
And we're still in the third quarter.
Interesting to see what they're going to do in the 6A East this year. When you play 6A East, you got Benton. That's a team that you really got to get over. Sheridan there. Sheridan's losing tonight to Hot Springs Lakeside. Of course, Hot Springs Lakeside's really good.
Yeah.
Really good team.
Another one.
There's another flag on the play, by the way.
Darnell wins 14-10. Is that a final?
What a heck of a bounce-back game for them after losing 51-0 last year.
I'm telling you, I'm high on Darnell this year. If it wasn't for Arkadelphia in their way, and they almost got them last year, so they could definitely do it. But, boy, Darnell's really good this year. Creed Vega committed to Air Force, and, it wouldn't shock me if that young man gets a few more offers before he's said and done.
No gain on the play.
Lost of 2 on that pass there.
Got 1 second. Are they going to snap it? They're going to let it play down. They will let the clock roll out. And that is the end of the third quarter. 43-21. When we come back, it's going to be 2nd and 12 for El Dorado. We'll take a break.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Lots of comments out there today and on our YouTube pages. YNW Vaughn says, "Go Cats, Wildcats forever. Go Cats, my city." Trying to filter through some of these before I read them. Mr. What That Do says, "Go Cats." Brad Ward talking about the score. Just lots of comments. A lot of El Dorado in there. Kurt Gummer says, "Lamario." And here we go, is El Dorado. And we got a flag on this one.
The flag on the play. That's what's holding the game up right now. Flag after flag, it seemed like.
This was a carry to, looks like number 28 got that ball. Jeremiah Warner. They're going to bring him back. It's a nice run from Warner if it wasn't for the flag. He is a junior for this ball club.
Got a new quarterback in the ball game right now.
They got to get their man off the field. They will. They come in motion. They're swinging out to the running back. He's got to get the edge. He's going to have a nice pickup. Look like number 12, Cortland Rozier. He's a senior for El Dorado.
In my opinion,
he's going to get a lot of the yardage back.
That was a run play, in my opinion.
Thank you. Well, I'm watching it right now. We'll see if it was for it or not. It was definitely a lateral.
14.
So 3rd and about 14. Going to hand it off to the running back over to the left side. He's going to get wrapped up after a very short gain.
Number 28, I believe, getting that carry.
Yep, Jeremiah Warner.
Warner on the carry.
And El Dorado's definitely going to go for it. Up 22, 11-19 and counting to go in the 4th. Kind of too close to punt and maybe too far for what they like to kick a field goal. So they're going for it. 4th and about 13.
But the kicking game hasn't been that. Oh, sorry about that.
You're good. Shotgun formation. He's going to get sacked. So, the ball came loose and Camden's on it. They'll get a few extra yards. Kind of a moot point, but they get a few extra yards. Nice sack. I believe, let's see that number. I'm watching the replay here. 45. Watching it back on my phone. I'm a little delayed, of course. That was number 45 in there on the strip sack. Malachi Jackson, just a sophomore, making a big play in this rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like El Dorado's getting some guys in the game here, trying to get some extra playing time here for their backups, and Camden Fairview trying to put some points on the board.
We're going to start out with 4 wide, 1 running back. And off the fingertips of his man that time, who had some big-time plays early in the first half. One of the first touchdowns or first big offensive plays was to Utsi. That time he can't pull it in.
Adjustment made by El Dorado as of late. You know, the passing game was working very well early for Camden Fairview, not so much lately.
Early in the game, I mean, Camden Fairview was running down the seams wide open over and over, kind of running a lot of verticals, and they definitely done a better job with that, and they're getting some pressure in there at times. This is a handoff up the middle. He's going to get nothing, maybe half a yard. We'll give him 1. Make it third and 9.
Hector wins in overtime over Perryville.
Wow.
Lakeside leading Sheridan 29-12. At Lakeside, I'm going to tell you, man, they may be the contender to Parkview this year.
Well, I think that Sheridan score is actually impressive by Sheridan to hang with them after what they did last week, Lakeside.
Get
He's
rid
gonna
of it.
get slaughtered as he tries to get
my.
rid of it. That is a huge hit. And big loss of down. Going to bring up 4th and Junction City.
Long way to go.
About 16.
Well, you know, unless something very strange happens, Camden Fairview is going to fall to 0-2 here to start this season. And I am looking to see who they have left.
Looks like the quarterback, Brody Dow, going to stay in there to punt this one away. He will get it off.
Well,
He's going to be a low line driver, going to bound at the 50 and going to roll all the way to the 30, right basically on the 30-yard line.
Well, he took a shot, did he not? He took a shot.
On the play
So
before, yes, sir.
Camden Fairview, I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like the Pine Bluff Zebras. It sure is.
Yeah. They have Pine Bluff next for sure, and then they have Lakeside right after that.
Right.
So they get no breaks.
And I think Texarkana's improved this year.
Yep. And then Texarkana, Magnolia, DeQueen.
Oh, gosh. No let-ups here in the schedule for Fairview right now.
No, not at all. Camden Fairview. Dorado going to hand it off. Inside zone play. Oh, he breaks through to the second level, has a first down. He's still going, still churning the legs. And finally, he'll get down after a 20-yard gain, 21 yards, according to the near side spot.
Warner again on the carry.
And that was Warner.
Man, they just got so many that can come in and run.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, it reminds me a lot of 2 years ago when we were at Ouachita Baptist, Prosper, Texas versus Malvern. What El Dorado's done tonight, they're kind of similar colors. You know, they were white that night, and the booth and the AC being out, it's just very rendezvous-ish.
Yeah.
They remind me of Prosper, Texas a little bit. Just very dynamic. Got lots of things they can do. Which Prosper threw the ball a little more, but if If you don't have to throw the ball, why would you?
Ozark defeats Boonville for the first time in 5 years, 34-27.
You know, we did that game last year, and Boonville had their way with Ozark. Of course, their quarterback for Ozark got banged up, had to go out of the game, so it changed the dynamics. But Ozark, you know, I think their junior high is 28 and like 1 or 2 or something over the last 3 years.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that puts everybody on notice right now. Ozark is for real.
We talked about them. You know, I was very high on them in our class previews. I think they got a chance to move in that 2 spot this year, and that would be a big leap because Clinton is a very good ball club, and Lamar's there, and it's a deep conference. Pottsville not having a good start so far. They had a big win over Heber Springs last week. Tough one out at Charleston. Was it at Charleston or Pottsville?
It was at Charleston.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Quarterback's going to step up. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to be wrapped up by a couple of Cardinals. So now it's going to make it second and about 12. Unless they gave forward progression there. Yeah. They're going to mark it. Yeah, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Clock running, 8 minutes left in this one. A little over 8 minutes, huh?
Quarterback looks one way, tries to hit his receiver. We've seen that play a couple times tonight, be a little bit wide. Good pressure from Camden Fairview off the edge that time.
Camden Fairview able to get pressure now, but it looks like a lot of second teamers in the ball game.
Yep, Gavin Jacobs, the uncle. Did you get clarification on which one was the uncle and which one was the nephew? To Cannon Jacobs, who started the game and had a great night with 6 rushing touchdowns. I mean,
you got one call back.
Very great.
Got one call back tonight. We'll figure.
El Dorado has, I believe, they play Arkansas High next week. Texarkana. Unless their schedule changed last year, that's who they had week 3. I believe it's the exact same.
So they got next week. They got a bye week, and they take on Catholic at home. They'll be at Marion, and then versus a very improved Sylvan Hills team.
Are you looking at Scoreboard Live?
I sure am.
Okay. I usually write down the current schedule too. I didn't on that one earlier, and so
Looks like
they've changed it up a little bit this year.
El Dorado going to take a timeout. They are. Delay of game, actually.
So they're going to back them up 5. 4th and 10 is going to, or 4th and 8 is going to turn into 4th and 13.
Not a lot of work for the punter tonight.
It was 4th and 10. Now it's 4th and 15.
Not a lot of work for the punter tonight, and looks like punter is the quarterback, and he's going to get a chance to get his punt in.
Yeah, I think Scoreboard Live's got an error. They're at Texarkana next week. Somebody's got an error, so. Punt's just going to take a big El Dorado bounce all the way down to the 11-yard line, which is where they're going to down it. 7:42 to go, 43-21. El Dorado. We'll take a break. We'll come right back right after this.
Belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
I want to say thanks to the local sponsors as we get this play underway.
Nice carry. Going to have a first down. Tough hit at the end. Holds on to the football. You like to see that. That's number 5. Jaden Portia, the starter tonight at running back.
Boy, hadn't got that many
Senior.
carries.
No, what is he got, about 8 or 9, 10 maybe?
This is 7.
Okay. Well, early on, they had trouble running the ball. They really couldn't get a lot of success. They kind of started to throw it more. There, he's going to get it again this time. He's going to bounce it over the right side. Going to stick it up in there into a couple Wildcat defenders. Not going to get much, maybe 2, close to 3 on the play. Second about 8.
El Dorado looking impressive tonight. Very
They really are. Chris
good
Hill,
bounce.
he's been there a long time now.
Good coach.
Since Scott Reed left. I believe he's been there ever since. I've got him down at 163 and 109 before tonight at El Dorado.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I've been there a long time then.
I don't feel like that's correct, but
Uh,
does it seem like he could be there that long?
that's-
Maybe that's his overall record.
That's probably his overall. I believe it would be his overall.
Last year they were 7-5, finished 4th in conference, but they finished the season hot. Won 4 of their last 5. After they lost to Benton 56-21, they took down West Memphis 63-28. 21-14 win over Jonesboro. 84-49 over Sheridan. We'll get this play here. 4 wide, 1 running back. He's going to play action.
Uh-oh.
There's a pick 6.
Nope.
Oh, he falls down. The turf monster got him. That was number 5 for El Dorado, Bratavian Brown, a senior. And, man, he had eyes as big as saucers right there and just couldn't keep the feet.
Helping him off field. Looks like he might be cramping.
Looks like Junction City might get the big win over Mount Ida tonight. It's getting close to the end, and they're in the lead.
What's the
Just
score?
heard from our Carson Ward. I'll get a score for you shortly. But after that 84-49 win over Sheridan, they took down Russellville 30-31 in the playoffs, and then Greenwood, and we know how that ended. Nobody's been able to take down Greenwood in the last few years, but they're starting to look a little bit susceptible this year after that Bentonville West game last week. Had them tied late in the game. Rio's going to hand this one off. Running back's going to take a big hit. That was number 28 again on the carry, Mr. Jeremiah Warner, a junior. He's a 5'10", 180-pounder that had almost 400 yards on the ground last year and 2 touchdowns. I thought they were going to get 50 almost before the third ended, but Camden Fairview's done a good job of holding them here late. We've got our third quarterback in the game now. That is Ryan Polk, a sophomore. Ooh. This is the play they ran. Oh, fumble.
Yeah.
Play they ran earlier where they faked the mesh and handed it to the running back. This time, I'm not sure if he was trying to give it to him or not, but that ball comes out. I don't think the receiver thought he was getting it.
You ready for this one? Junction City 16, Mount Ida 14, final.
Wow. Junction City getting it figured out. Their running back left. Their star quarterback graduated from last year. Their running back transferred to Florida. And a huge win over a gritty Mount Ida team tonight.
What I've heard about Junction City is they're huge. I saw a picture of one of their kids, and he was massive. Number 77. I got to find out who that kid is. He's about 6'10", no lie.
We interviewed their offensive coordinator, some of their players this year. It was here at Camden Fairview High School, and almost interception. It's dropped. But they were very, we found out, that's the day we found out their running back had left, and they were still very excited and enthusiastic about this upcoming season. It was a great interview and really good interviews with the players as well.
I felt like we might have had them a little overranked last year, and here we are now, probably a little underranked. And that'll change
They're
this
proving
week.
It on the field, that's for sure.
We felt like Mount Ida and EPC were the top 2 dogs. I'll tell you what, Mount Ida will bounce back. I bet you $100.
So Ryan Polk takes a snap. He's going to look one way, flips his hips, hits his man, but they can't pull it in. We got a lot of drops in the game as of late by both teams.
Speaking of sweaty, I got sweat rolling down my face right now in this 90-degree booth. It hadn't cooled down any.
They can't hear him.
I know. That's true. It's
said
hard
he
not to
dropped it,
respond.
and it's real hot in here, and our
Right.
producer says it's sweaty. You know, it's more sweaty up here than down there, even though they're
Right.
working on 10 times harder. Lakeside up 34-12 now in the fourth over Sheridan. This one's almost over, but the final score. We're going to hand it off to the running back. I believe that's number 28 on the carry, the Marion Robinson.
They say that the game 1, game 2 are is where you improve the most. I bet you that's exactly what's happened with El Dorado tonight. They played a better game. Now, again, Little Rock Christian, tough game, but I bet they've improved and worked on some of the things that they had from one week to the next.
Bill in the chat, always with the jokes. Spreading it out again. 3 wide. You got a tight end on the left side, 1 running back. He's going to play action. He's got his man. He's going to hit him in stride. Really nice throw. Nice pass and catch there. Jaden McKinney is the recipient on a nice throw from the quarterback, starter, Brody Dow, still out there doing his thing.
I just don't want to see him get hurt right now.
So they'll move the sticks. Clock didn't stop that time. 3 wide, tight end on the left side, 2 wide to the right. Low snap, play action. He's looking, same guy was open again. This time he's going to get the wheel route, but he can't get it complete, just a little strong.
Camden Fairview got to regroup, try to get a win against Pine Bluff. That's never easy, no matter what.
Yeah, never. Too much talent for that to ever be easy. They got a big one last year against them, 27-0. There was a lot of senior skill guys that left this team, but we still see a lot of talent out here on this Camden Fairview team. They're going to figure it out. Coach Nick Vaughn's too good of a coach not to.
As the schedule goes down, they just don't get many breaks. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They've got a tough schedule ahead of them.
Low snap. He comes up, hits his H-back. Tight end that time is where he lined up. And that's a nice catch from Jamari Utsi. Good job out of quarterback. Not letting that low snap get him off his game. He got his feet set, threw a dime.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Utsi caught a touchdown pass that was called back early in the ball game. That's his first catch since.
Newport gets a touchdown. They lead Batesville 33-13 with the PAT pending.
That's a 2 jump in class there, a 3A versus a 5A team.
Yep. And Batesville, just a powerhouse for years, have struggled as of late. Since about 20. And Southside, the whole time has gotten stronger.
Yeah. Coach Simpson over there.
Yes.
I mean, he's one of the best out there for sure. 2:19 and counting here.
4th and 1. See what Coach Vaughn and Brody Dow can do right here on this 4th down play. Trying to draw them off sides. Now they'll look, check with me, top offense at the moment. They do that routinely on 4th down because the quarterback can pooch punt it. They're going to run a play here, though, it looks like. Low snap. He's got it. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to hit his man, and that is Red Robinson. Ooh, gets a big stick at the end after missing a couple folks, but wow, he paid for it. Marcevius Ishmael comes up, the senior for the Wildcats, and puts the wood on Robinson.
Boy, there has been some big hits in this ball game. I bet we'll get a chance to replay a few of those throughout the week, right?
That was a senior versus a junior right there. You see the replay.
Way to break down right there, and good form tackle. Nice job.
Great job getting the first down, and it really a good play by Robinson. Just excellent tackle. 4 wide, 1 running back. He's looking. He's going down the sideline. He's going to have his man. A nice toe tap that time. Staying in bounds was the receiver, number 15, Mr. Jaden McKinney. Looking like Davion McKinney on that one.
There you go.
That's right. Got names. I got something in my bag. It's been a little bit of an odd called game. The booth were kind of far back and kind of hard to see, so we apologize.
Going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to fake it. Now he's going to hit his man, and that is Utsey again. That's his third catch now. And look at the man. That's why he's the H-back. Lines up a tight end as well. Churning them legs. Gets down to about the 10. I think they're going to mark him at the 11.
No quitting
Nope,
that
they're
young
going to give him
man.
the 10.
How about the D3 Auto Sales MVP? We'll be looking for that. Look for that vote. How about that vote,
Yeah,
man?
that vote was huge.
I think we had over 3,000 votes in that.
That's right.
For Player of the Week this week.
You have a voice in the D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week each week. Definitely go onto our Facebook pages and let us know who you think should win it, and have some fun with it. Get behind your players. And that is a little bit of a back shoulder throw. They're going to get a pass interference call on the defense, I'm pretty sure. And that's going to be a first down.
So Lake Hamilton bounces back. Greenwood bounces back 61-14 over Fort Smith Northside. Greenbrier beats Russellville 41-5. Greenbrier's pretty good, by the way. Ina Kassan, by the way.
Oh, I know.
That 367 total yards and 7 touchdowns last week was our D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week.
I mean, there was some good ones out there besides him, but it's hard not to give it to someone when they put up numbers like that.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback Dow's going to fake this one and keep it on a little option play, read option and little zone read. And he's going to be over to 5. Gets up a little slowly here. Yeah, not sure. If he's limping, I think he's got a little limp. I thought it was his left arm at first, but it looks like it might be the left hip area.
That's the last thing you wanted, your starting quarterback to get hurt right here, right now.
Nice to see him leave the field on his own volition.
Yeah.
So hopefully more of a stinger
This
than
might be the last play of the game right here.
Season ender kind of injury. It's a Wildcat up the middle, and he's not going to make it. Down to the 2.
They're going to try to run one.
10 seconds left, and they look like they're trying to get a play in right now.
Got to get it off. 3, 2.
It's Browning. He's going to get it, and looks like he might get in there. He is. Going to keep the legs moving. And as time expires, they'll add 6 more, and the final will be 43-27. And there is a flag afterwards.
Oh, no.
But I believe that's after the play. I don't think it'll negate the touchdown. So I don't think we won't get a kick here. I think that's just going to be the final. After the play,
unsportsmanlike conduct
on El Dorado, touchdown, ball game.
Looks like everybody going to shake hands, and that's going to be the end of the ball game.
It's going to be our final, 43-27. We'll take a let's see here. Well, they're backing them up here. They say it's on the Cardinals. They pointed the wrong direction. Okay. So, but it was a touchdown. I don't know why we're kicking an extra point. I guess you have to, with no time left.
So here we go.
So kicking it from the 25, that'll be a 35-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and I can't find it. Did y'all see it?
It's blocked.
Oh, it's blocked. No wonder. We have a column right in the middle of the booth. So I'm waiting for the ball to get through to the next side, and it doesn't ever come. And I'm like, did I just lose it? But it got blocked. That's going to be the final. 43-27. They're going to shake hands here. Right here at midfield. Woj is on top of it. Good job, our cameraman. We'll be back. We'll give you some final statistics, and we'll wrap this one up right here from Camden Fairview right after this.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet, or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
We're back, and appreciate the comments. I want to thank Daryl Easter. Yes, Coach Jones was after Reed. You're right. That was Stephen Jones, and he came from Junction City. So thank you for that correction. And then Chris Hill came over after that. So great win tonight from El Dorado. Played a heck of a ball game. Camden Fairview just had a lot of trouble stopping the running game. We got some final statistics. If you want to go ahead and pull that up on the screen for us, Aaron Powers.
For the Camden Fairview Cardinals, final for them, 79 on the ground, 197 through the air, 276 total. For El Dorado, 265 on the ground, 138 in the air, and 403 total. And really, those numbers were higher. Could have been higher just because they started with shorter fields throughout the whole game. 5 turnovers for El Dorado didn't help them any. This game felt it's a 2-score game. This game felt like it was much further than that.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, if El Dorado hadn't shot themselves in the foot a couple times, it might have got a bigger margin than what we ended up with. But I feel like Camden Fairview kind of shot themselves in the foot and made it worse a little bit when they kind of felt the game slip away. They got some unsportsmanlike penalties late, 3 or 4 of them that didn't help anything. You're just giving El Dorado a chance to have a shorter field, and so you just got to wash this one away. Look at the game tape, see what you did wrong, see where you can make improvements, and then throw that thing away, burn it, and get the game plan against. I'm thinking they're playing Pine Bluff next week. Is that what we said? It looks like Pine Bluff. So got to get to that game tape, and you got to win down there last year, or you won that one 27-0. But new year, got to get the new strategy going and get this one out of your system.
Got to get things going in the right direction here. 0-2 to start the season. Again, no shame in losing to Arkadelphia, no shame in losing to El Dorado for that matter. It is
a step up.
It's just the question of they've just got so many tough games coming up.
Right.
You really need to be able to win that ball game against Pine Bluff, and then you move into conference play, and like I said, there's just no breaks right now for them.
You got Lakeside, Texarkana, improved Texarkana team, then Magnolia, you get them back here. DeQueen, Hull, Pot Springs, I mean, in Parkview, the end of the year. So, I mean, it's a tough schedule. Hot Spring, there's very few teams on there that you look at and you can think, that's probably a win. Very tough. So, got to show some improvement. But we definitely seen some very bright spots, some really good athletes, and some good plays at times. But just El Dorado too strong tonight. Got to give your hats off to them. El Dorado Wildcats really look good. Jacobs had a great night, 6 touchdowns rushing. Jeremy Samuel, really good running back. And I liked what I saw out of Christian Williams. They bring him in, a lot of jet sweep action. And then there's more guys as well that played big tonight. But really good win tonight for the El Dorado Wildcats.
One more time, thank you to all the local sponsors, Holt Call Company, Duck Calls. Appreciate them. Check them out. Hunt season coming up soon here. Duck season coming up soon. All kinds of hunting seasons coming up soon. Woods Place, man, took care of us tonight. Appreciate them. And then Entergy in El Dorado, thank them for joining us. Of course, we also thank all of our sponsors, D3 Auto Sales, Premier Facilities Group, Metcalf Trucking, Arkansas Tech University, and Tyson Foods for making all this possible. Couldn't do it without them.
Premier Facilities Group as well?
I did.
Okay,
I did. Team of the Week, we'll be looking for that. D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week. 3,000 votes on that thing last week. Just unbelievable.
next week we'll be at Dardanelle, the Red Plate, Road to the Red Plate as well.
Yeah.
We'll continue that on. If you want us to come to your restaurant, holler at us, let us know, give us a message in the ASN chat, and get your name entered into the competition.
Well, let's wrap it up. Do you want to roll the red plate one more time as we're wrapping this thing up? Let's do that. We're going to roll the red plate. Thanks to Woods Place one more time for making this happen today. It's they put on a heck of a show today.
Yeah, they did.
Anyway, thanks from Camden Fairview. We'll see you next week at Dardanelle.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week, we're at Woods Place in Camden, Arkansas, serving fried catfish since 1984.
So, Brad, we had a platter of food that they brought out to us. What all was on it?
Frog legs, fried shrimp, boiled shrimp, shrimp etouffee. No, I'm just kidding. We had catfish steaks. We had some fried potatoes and a ribeye. Along with, we had some like appetizers. There was like, what was the cucumbers and what do they call it?
It's like a cucumber
tomatoes.
salad. They call it marinated cucumbers.
There you go.
There's tomatoes and onions in it.
Coleslaw, and then like a tomato relish type of situation.
Yeah, spicy tomato relish.
The bread and we had the bread and the hush puppies too. Which the only regrettable thing about that was that I ate too much of that before I started eating this food. Which, I mean, I don't even know if you can see what's on the camera right now, but that's what's left over. And, wow, this place exceeded much expectations. I was really, really surprised by this. I had frog legs, the ribeye steak, the catfish steak, and the potatoes. And I can't find too many holes to poke in it. It was good. I am full. And again, this place just really exceeded anything that I thought that it would be coming down here. You know, I thought that we're coming down here to eat at regular restaurant. You know, nothing.
Chicken fried steak.
Yeah, chicken
like
right.
that.
Nothing
So
wrong,
have that.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But the platter that they brought out, the service was amazing. And man, number one, we appreciate all of these businesses that do this. I mean, Ray's last week and Woods this week. This was really, really good, and I'm very impressed.
Duran, go ahead and tell us your thoughts on the food.
Yeah, it was amazing. We got here, we sat down, we had a waitress come out. They brought out hot rolls and hush puppies right off the bat. Hot rolls, I'm a big fan of Texas Roadhouse, and I don't think any place can beat their hot rolls, and this place was right there with it. I mean, yeast rolls, they were amazing. The hush puppies were perfect. But the owner comes out and sees us. He's like, whoa, what are we doing here? Like, these people are special. He's like, you don't need a menu, just come back here, we got something set up for you. So we come back here, they bring out all kinds of stuff for us, like they talked about earlier. What was it? What do they call the cucumbers and the tomatoes and
the marinated cucumber salad?
Yeah, marinated cucumber salad. They brought out coleslaw. We had like the pickled green tomatoes and then they bring out this platter. You can see the platter here, or you have multiple times. This platter itself probably weighs 100 pounds. I mean, it is super heavy. It's a cutting board. It's got antlers on it. It's really neat. And I mean, they just brought out the red carpet for us. It was unbelievable. Not really what we were expecting at all. And then the food on it, the ribeye, it was sliced for us. If you put A1 on it, I think A1 made it taste worse. I mean, that's how good this ribeye was. And I'm not just saying that. It was amazing. Catfish fillets, frog legs, best frog legs I've ever had. And frog legs are a big deal in my family. My dad we're always going somewhere, and my dad will complain about, these frog legs are like the size of my pinky, you know, like I ain't seen real good frog legs anywhere in forever. Well, here, I'll just hold it up for you. That's a frog leg. That's what a frog leg looks like. Camden, Arkansas knows what they're doing. Woods Place, they got it set up. I had some of the catfish fillet. I had some fried shrimp, of course the ribeye, the frog legs, and then of course all the fixings. And the fries are like a tater chip. They're amazing. And the waitress told us that's one of her favorite things here. But overall, great experience. If you're ever in the area, Camden, you got to stop by. And it is definitely one of the best places to eat in the state of Arkansas.
We got Aaron, the Woj. Tell us what you thought of the platter.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm not generally a fish person, but their catfish was tremendous, and that's what they were known for, was their catfish. I ate way too much fried shrimp, which is my own fault, but that fried shrimp was really good. The steak was amazing. I'm hard to please with steak because I love steak so much, but that was one of the best steaks I've ate in a long time. So, yeah, I have nothing to complain about. The hush puppies are really good, and I do like hush puppies. Those are really good too. So, this place is awesome.
As far as all the fried food was very crispy. The taters were very crispy, very nice.
Wholesome.
Very, very wholesome, yes. Wholesome taters, good, clean, wholesome taters. And the boiled shrimp was really juicy, very nice, not overly done or anything. It wasn't like super tart. And then the coleslaw, very mayonnaisey. Yeah, and I wasn't too crazy. Yeah, yeah.
If you like KFC, well, it's a lot better now, but definitely heavy on the mayonnaise.
Yeah, heavy on the mayonnaise. I didn't really like the pickled tomatoes. Not really my favorite, but I did like the marinated cucumber salad. And then the hush puppies were seasoned very nicely too. So.
Here with Trinity Lane, and she has been here at Woods Place now, what did we say?
Since
you're
2014, so 11 years.
11 years. So it's really cool because last time that we were at Ray's in Monticello, the lady there had been there 19 years. So
wow.
pretty cool deal.
Yeah.
So we've all been pretty impressed by this place, and the more we put it out, the more it seems like this is a place that we didn't really know about, but a lot of people have known about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have people travel from Louisiana, Texas, just to come eat fish. So.
I mean, Louisiana's a little ways, but Texas is a long way.
Yeah, it is.
It's a long way from here. So you're working here. Is this your first job?
This was my first job post high school.
Okay, first job post high school, and you're still here 11 years later. So what is it about this place that keeps you here?
Family.
Yeah.
It feels like family. James and Patty, they're kind of like everybody's adopted grandparents or parents. We call James Dad. We'll be like, go get your daddy. And so,
right.
he's like everybody's dad or grandpa, and co-workers are all great. Some of the people have been here longer than I have, but we click, and it's just kind of like family,
Well, I think we should have known something. We pulled in here at like 1:35, and the parking lot was full. And the restaurant was full,
yes.
Which, you would expect to walk into maybe an emptying restaurant at that time.
Right.
So what is it about this place that makes it so special?
Well, we have a daily lunch special. It's different every day except Thursdays. It's always barbecue day. But it usually draws in a crowd. And then also, since we have the game tonight, we have a bigger crowd because we have some people coming in from El Dorado that are coming to eat before the game.
Yeah.
And then that kind of thing as well. So.
And you guys have been in business now since like 84, is that right?
Since 84. I just read it on a piece of paper
right.
to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So
right.
yeah, 84.
84. So you were asked, what's your favorite dish here at Woods?
Chicken fried steak with white gravy. Then you got to get onion rings and a side salad with no tomato and add bacon. with
Okay.
ranch.
Well, there you go.
That's
So
it.
when we were looking at the menu, that was one thing that stuck out to me was that one. You had the open face roast, but then we got this platter here, and it's like, holy cow. And that ribeye is honestly one of the best ribeyes I've ever had.
It is so good.
So what is it about your food? Why is your food so good?
Because people actually care, I think.
Yeah.
They care about what they're doing in their job, and our head cook has been here for forever.
Yeah.
He's our morning cook. He's been here, I don't even know how long. I mean, well over 20 years, I'm sure. And then everybody that's back there, they all kind of work together like a well-oiled machine and just tackle it and do what they got to do. And
Well, I think you obviously have good ownership as well.
Oh, yes.
For to be here, for so many people to be here for so long.
Yeah.
Tell us about the owners.
So James and Patty, they have the biggest hearts out of anybody I've ever met, and they have seen many people come and go through their doors. But even people who aren't here anymore, like that aren't working anymore, they still take care of them, check on them, and they take care of us, and they've just always loved their employees, and make sure that we're doing okay so they can do okay.
What does this place mean to Camden?
Well, selfishly, I'd say it's kind of like the heart of Camden because it's been around for so long and because I work here. But, it means a lot because it's got a lot of history. There's people that have worked here since day one. There's people that have come and gone, and it's just, we have people travel from all over, and it just brings in some revenue for Camden too. So it's a nice addition to the family.
Talk a little bit about. There's tons of Grape Ed around here. What's that about?
Grape Ed is a soda that was originally manufactured in Camden, and I don't know where it is now, but it started here, and so James had a few things, and then customers saw and just brought more stuff, and his collection has grown exponentially.
We counted at least 30 different signs at one point here, which is probably not enough. There's probably more that have Grape Ed on it. So that's a pretty neat thing that you guys do here, a good piece of Camden. So I don't get that you're a football fan too much when talking to you, but we got Camden, Fairview, and El Dorado tonight. Who do you have? Who's your pick?
I have to go Camden because it's my hometown.
All right. Yeah, I would like to see one person go against them. So this platter, they brought it out. Two people had to bring out the platter and then what was on it. So we can't say enough about what you guys have done rolling out the red carpet for us. That's great.
Absolutely.
It's
No,
great.
we love it.
Make sure that you join us here, the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week every week, and hopefully we're going to have a red plate place to eat at every week. So we appreciate Woods for having us, and appreciate you for your hospitality.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Drop in the comment section down below